Well, I thought I was ready. Guess I wasn't. Skip. Skip. Come on. Now we got a big leg. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jumping the gun. You're the, I think from what I could see, you're the only one in here, but they'll be coming in, and yeah. I still have the green light here on my end. Let me look at the screen. No, I can see the screen on my end. I don't know. Wonderful. Right on. Okay. I'm going to jump right into, even though it's just you and I'm going to, this is more for people, I think, that will watch the replay. What am I looking for? All right. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Get our smudge up. Revive and refresh our cards and tools. Come on. When I come in to do the first quick video to say I was going to be here, boom, there was 10 people there, just like that, the snap of a finger. And now we sit and we wait. And we wait. Okay, get the cards cleaned. There, we got some stragglers coming in now. Good evening, everybody. It was good. It was good. Normally, like pizza, I have one piece and I'm done. I'm full. But I make mine so small and thin and light that I can actually handle a second piece, and that's when it does. I'm done in after that. I can't handle two. So let's bring enlightenment, cleansing, purity, recharge, recharge, recharge. Let's see. Get out of there. Get up out of it. It's not how I hold you. You know that. There we go. All right. And some for everybody else. Everybody else. There we go. Maybe this will help carry me, give me some staying power. Okay. I'll just set that there. Make use of those stupid things. They're good for something. All right. Let me see here. Hi, GP. How are you? Hello, Laura. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we just began. We just started. Just started. Is that right, Laura? Yeah, usually it's one piece for me, but you know. So. Welcome back, Diana. You're on your way home? Oh, dear. Well, we'll try to not put you to sleep. We'll try to not put you to sleep, that's for sure. I thought I would try to get some of our evening folks that are usually here in the evening, not in the daytime. There's no promise on how long we're going to be here tonight. And if I get tired and burn out, well, I'll just say sayonara and go. So, oh, I've got a couple of those too. I've got a couple of those too. I have about 4 of them, 4 or 5. The Trees of Life, yeah. Did you enjoy the candle? And what scent did you get? Okay, Jen, thank you. The only thing I ever concern myself is sharing with. Yeah, there's no other way to share. Well, I'm not with Twitter anymore. I stopped doing the blog. I don't want that. No. Okay. That's just what it is. It is. You got the red strawberry. Strawberry? That's a candle I never had. Unless you're thinking Majestic Rose. Maybe not too. I don't know. I've never had strawberry. They never had it when I was around anyways. They're a nice quality candle. There's no two ways about it. They smell, welcome back, Jennifer. They smell beautiful, but they're expensive. They are. But you get a lovely gift with it. That's kind of nice. Cranberry. Yes. Cranberry. They're sparkling, what it's called sparkling cranberry. Smells like black cherry and almond all in one. Yes, it's a very nice scented candle. It's very, very nice. Just looking if I got everything okay. Everything's up. Yeah, that was called the sparkling cranberry. It's more of a seasonal candle as far as the people that make them are considered. They consider it like Christmas time, a Christmas candle kind of thing. But I used to get them when they'd say, "What candle you want this month?" They'll give me the sparkling cranberry, give me the Majestic Rose. I have my favorites. What was Diane saying? Diana was saying, yeah, you're right, Diana. You can call them great. I call them like strange. The readings, some of them, like you're just motoring through and you're doing readings one after the other, and then one comes up. It kind of rocks me. It always ends up it kind of rocks your world kind of a thing. They've been pretty unpredictable. The readings have been very unpredictable. Yeah, they are expensive. I mean, I only got them because I promoted them, right? But I would never, there's no way, I don't care where they come from, who they are, I'd never pay, almost, well, by the time you get it, it's over $40 with shipping and everything else. So they're expensive. They do burn nice and slow. They have a nice clean burn. They don't burn black like paraffin wax will. Sometimes you'll see your candle putting out black smoke. They don't do that. And they're not really harmful. You're not breathing in any harmful, things that go with it. 100% soy. They're good candles. They're all right. They're very, they're colored very pretty. Especially the sparkling cranberry is very attractive to look at. The color is beautiful. So, yeah. That's a word. Well, I'm sorry. Well, because I was sitting here before I said that out loud that I couldn't afford. I'm thinking in my head. I didn't say it out loud. I'm thinking, even if I could afford and money wasn't a question, it's a candle. I'd still think twice about that money. I'm not cheap or tight, but still, that's a lot of money. you know, so wonderful. The gifts are cool. I only the one repetitive one I got a few times was the rose quartz in different shapes, different, designs. But the rest of them, I never had a repeat. Never had a repeat. Did their candles for what, 2 years, I think. 2 years. I never got a repetitive, and I got them every month, and sometimes twice a month. So yeah, it is. My favorite candle does not come from Intuitive Candles. My favorite of theirs is the Majestic Rose. My favorite candle in the whole world is from Bath and Body Works, called Fresh Balsam. I go crazy when I smell that. It is like, because I live in the country, I know what pure balsam, real balsam smells like. And you light that candle, close your eyes, and you'd think you were in a stand of balsam trees. You really would. It's just, what an amazing, amazing. I ordered four, was well over a year ago now, four of them at once. Because they had them on sale they went from how much? $24, $24.95 to $12.95. Oh my God! I said I've got to order them. Not thinking real clear. So I placed the order, and I finally got my receipt, my copy of my bill, and my email, and I almost fell off the chair. The original total before shipping was $39 and some odd cents for four. Right, regular $24.95. So that was a good buy. I said I don't mind spending that for, and they're bigger. They're bigger than Intuitive Candles. These guys are, their candles are big. Then I got the whole full receipt with shipping included. For four of their candles, the fresh balsams, on for $12.95 each. Once they included the shipping, it went from $39 to $99. Was it 96.96? I'm sorry, 96 and change. And I went, what? Oh my God. For four candles? Oh man. The shipping was more than the candles were. Yeah, wait for the sales, yeah. The fresh balsam from Bath and Body Works, they nail that. And yeah, they're big. They are, Jennifer. They're bigger, and they got three. These ones, the Intuitive Candle, they have two wicks. They're 14 ounce, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't have any right here, but I save that stuff. I save the jars, the containers. And I do have a couple in the back room. I've got two. So I'm not sure what size they are. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. But the fresh balsam, there's nothing like that in the world. Oh my God, that smells so good. It makes me want to eat it, in a weird, primal kind of way. It's just, oh my goodness. And I don't mind giving them away then either if they're $12.95, but I haven't ordered any, and I haven't smelled one since then because of the dollar exchange between the US and Canada. No. Oh my God, no. I won't do that again. I won't. That and the shipping was just too much. Way too much. Yeah. Tree hugger. Tree eater. Yeah, I'm a tree hugger. You might say that. So I mean, like I said, even if I could, I'm not so sure I'd spend that. Who remembers the real big ones they came out with? I think it was in the 80s. The candles were like this high and this big around. They had like 6 wicks in it or something like that. It was crazy. You could probably still buy them. I don't know if I'd want that in my house. That seems dangerous to me, but hey. What was I just going to do? I was just going to play around here with it. I'm going to see and pull a general card, to see what kind of readings we're going to have tonight. Kind of readings have we got coming at us tonight? Oh, look who I saw first. My guy. Geez, maybe I'm not going to be able to do this. Maybe I can't shuffle. My hands are cold, so they're a little stiff. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, they were really big. They were crazy. That was like crazy. That's a candle. And they wanted like $40 or $50 or $30 for them. It was a lot of money, you know, but man, oh man, I don't know. If you're not one to burn candles every evening, that would last you a very long time. Yeah. Kind of readings are we going to have tonight? Can we get a general card for the atmosphere? The atmosphere for tonight's reading. Just going to run through once and cut and see what the heck they say. Let me see. What's ahead for tonight's readings? Just get a general feel. Oh no. 7 of Swords. Are you serious? Oh, I might as well just shut down and go to bed then. Card of Loss, which tells me it's probably going to be super slow tonight. Maybe we won't even do a reading tonight. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, I don't know. There's no predicting it. There's no predicting it at all. Yeah. You know, so whatever. That's what I say. Whatever. Well, we'll wait a little bit. And if somebody doesn't ping me for a reading, then I won't sit here for 2 or 3 hours and just do nothing. I'll sit and chat for a little bit. But it won't be like that. I'm not going to sit. I got a Friday night here and I could be snuggling with my dog, right? But the readings have been, some of them, they catch me right off guard. I end up feeling really, really intense, you know. Spirit's been hanging heavy. What, one card? Just one? Oh, I'm sorry. I see what you're saying. You want it for, okay, for looking ahead to next week. I thought you were trying to reserve a spot for next week. I said, what's she talking about? Hold on. Let's get into it. Let's start the ball rolling. So, you were wrong there. 7 of Swords. Take that. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is going to be for Jennifer, our moderator, and she wants a card for next week. Looking ahead to next week, what's the week going to hold for her? Could she have a general card for next week? What's coming at Jennifer? Is there some direction she's supposed to go in? Is there something she'll need to take care of? This is for next week. So this would be a time period between February 24th through to the 28th, 29th, maybe. Okay. Anytime next week. This is for Jennifer. This is for Jennifer. This is for Jennifer. General card for next week. General card for next week. Let's see. I didn't like that. That's not it. One moment, Jennifer. One moment. Let's see here. I got my tea warmer out tonight, Jen. We're going down again tonight. We're all about really, really cold again tonight. I'm going to cut right here, Jen. Okay. Jennifer. I'm missing all of this. I'm missing just a minute. Oh, you're passing an accident scene. Oh my. Look what you got though, Jennifer. You got an 8, which means change. What you got? The prompt is achievement. Now, this is something you've needed to see, you need to hear, you want to see. All the way around, achievement. This is, and it's a good one. It's Pentacles on top of it. You know the spiel. It's gonna be a short reading for you because you know the whole thing. I start to explain Pentacles and eights and all that stuff. Let me pull the generic on this first before I do anything else, before I say anything else. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Just a moment. Okay, this 8 is showing achievement in your profession or your field of study or whatever it is that you do, right? It's the card of the perfectionist who knows that small details can be important. You take pride in your work and you set high standards. This attitude now pays off for you. Your finances are going to improve as a result of hard work and a commitment to succeed. An additional meaning is exam success. Well, you're not writing exams, but you may feel tested in some way. That might have to do with your pharmacy and what's going on there. I know you told me what's going on, but still, it's just kind of, you may have to come forward with, you may have to re-show your ID again or something silly like that. You may be looking for a way to deepen your expertise in something as well, wanting to learn more, deeper. The advice, you have the ability now for you to earn more by learning more. The more you learn, the more you'll earn. Whatever you focus, wherever you focus your energy, the success will follow. You put all of that work, all that high energy into translating financially, for example, then success will follow. So says tarot. Keywords are analysis, dedication, detailed work, commitment, money, education, and perfectionism. I know enough about Jennifer that I can say this. She is a perfectionist. Aren't you, Jen? Hello, Sharita. Hi, Deb. How are you? Luna's watching on. Hi, Luna, baby. Just give me a minute, Jen. I have to listen. Just give me a minute. Having a sharp eye next week and seeing achievement and success, because you're going to have moments where you feel proud of what you're doing. You feel pride in your work and in what you're doing. And you're going to be setting high standards in every sense of the word, in every sense of the meaning of high standards, and the quality of something. Stamp of approvals, not literally, but you have a regime, some might call it, for yourself and how you go about the work that you do. And you set high standards there. Standards are set very high there. The bar is set high. No messing around kind of a thing. But everything that you put into it will reflect that you're reputable. Okay? And the more that your work is out there, I just don't want to divulge what it is you do. I'm just protecting your privacy. But the more that you're putting out there, and the more you're putting into it, people start to notice. They have an eye. The people that are in there all the time looking for stuff, and they start to notice you, and you're still there. You're reputable. That means that you're good at what you do, and people can trust you. So, and that's an air that'll be about you and your place, if you know what I mean. No, not at all. What? I don't know what the no, not at all was for. Anyways, actions speak louder than words. And in what you're in, perfection, yes, you are. Yes, you are. I hear the crap you tell me you do sometimes in the daytime, and I'm like, oh dear Lord, you know, um, pulling your fridge out and cleaning whatever you were cleaning, the wires or whatever, stuff like that, you know. Um, your house looks spotless to me. But anyways, gaining a good reputation where your actions speak way louder than you ever could. You don't need to sell yourself at all. Your work speaks for you. Word gets around, you know. There may be friends that are in there every day, and one will say to another, what'd you hear about them? Did you ever get anything, you know, and blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, oh, yeah, you know. And after a while, people will be drawn to you, and when they enter, they'll instantly go to see and check you out. They know there's a trust factor there, that you're fair, kind of a thing. So that's what I'm seeing for you. But you're starting to see the payoff next week. It's almost like you're settling into it even more than you are right now. It's becoming a part of you, if you know what I mean. So it's there every day. It's just like this. It's just like reading for me and having the channel. It becomes a part of your life and a part of your daily life. It's always there. You know, you're going to get to that point where every day you're corresponding, you're doing things, you're moving, you're taking action, and you're going to start to you're going to see the fruits of your efforts, as they say. This is forward movement. This is growth. This is hitting targets and goals, achieving. This is achieving, and this is for next week. So there you are. I hope that was okay. Very positive week ahead for you. Very, very positive. Yay, Jennifer. Yay, Jennifer. I heard a ding come in. Let's see here. Who have we? Who have we here? Diana Thompson. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but that's okay. All right. You just want a general. Diana Thompson. There she is. There you are. All righty. Okay. This is for Diana. She just wants a general card, please. Could we get a general card for Diana's orchids? One of these days, then, Jen, I'll pull a card for you, and it'll be a massive one. It's coming. It's just not due yet. The angels will sing hallelujah. Diana wants a general card. What needs to come to her attention? What does she need to know? What she needs a heads up on something? Can we bring that for her? Can we bring... I'm going to cut you right here, Diana. The Eight of Swords. Restriction. Wow. You're feeling like there's not enough freedom and forward movement here. You're feeling restricted. You're feeling held back. Something out of your control, and you're kind of at the mercy of whatever this is. You wanted the card for Jennifer? What did... I'm going to go back and look in PayPal and reread. No, you didn't. You didn't say anything about that, but it sounds like you're saying it here. Sorry. Okay, I got to stop. What is it that's for Jennifer? You're stuck by your vendor carrying money. Okay, there's your restriction. All right. So that's part of what happened for you and what's going on here. Hi, Ona J. You're making a change here. I just heard lessons learned. That's what I heard. A lesson learned, lessons learned. This 8 basically means that there's change that's unfolding. And this 8 sees you on the brink of that change as you realize the way that you're being restricted by your circumstances at work, in a relationship, or a project. The card a lot of the times will show that a relationship is on a lockdown. One of you may not be free to commit. That could be something small as wanting to meet up with a friend and now they can't, to something major like a relationship going on lockdown. It's not growing, it's not moving, it's just kind of there. And in some, like I say, some cases it's somebody can't make a commitment to anything because they're restricted. Another meaning is being bound by too much responsibility as well. It's to me, you almost should have got the overwhelm card. Here's the advice of this card for you, Diana. Get practical. Get practical. Remove all the fringe coatings and the glitz, the glam, whatever is. Get practical. Get down to the basics, down to the bones of whatever this is for you. And open yourself up and realize that you can see, you're going to be able to see that you are the one that's in control of your own future. Regardless of what others think. I mean, this is people can have their opinion kind of an attitude, but it's not changing it's not changing my plans. It's not changing my outlook. People are always going to have another opinion. And if I listen to that and go by that, I won't be anywhere. I won't have grown. Nothing will have happened. You do what you feel you need to do. And don't let others, there's a little bit of a red flag and a warning, don't let others restrict you. And don't feel under pressure, restricted by their thoughts, their opinions. And you'll probably get them even when you don't ask for it, kind of a thing. You can free yourself here basically by being less tolerant of the demands of others. You can say, yes, I hear you. Thank you for your 2 cents, and keep on going. Don't miss a beat. Keep moving. The keywords for this card for you, Diana, are separation, fear, burdens, a lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. I don't see the lack of vision. I don't see the fear at all. Stuck maybe for a bit, but not forever. Taking responsibility for what it is that you're, that what it is that you do, And the change is more of a change of attitude, a change of thought process for you. Just give me a minute. I want to see if there's anything left. Keep it real. Stick with the matters at hand that are right here in front of you, things that you can see. Don't assume and don't read into things as well. And there you go. Will not happen again. But yes, you know better than anybody else. Like I say, you don't have to be disrespectful. People are, unless they're in your face about it, then you just put your hand on their face and you can say, "Get out of my face," kind of a thing. You're the one towing the line, therefore you get to call the shots and everything. But stay real grounded and in the moment. And be very aware of everything that's going on around you so you don't get tripped up, pull anything off on you as well. So, that's about all there is. There's not a whole lot here. You're about to become more restricted. You know, some people can run a business, people working for them, and they're very relaxed and easygoing and no problem. Everybody likes their work. They like working here because it's easygoing. There's no stress until something like that happens. And now you're putting restrictions in place. And it's more to protect yourself and your income as well. No, that's right. You need to do what you have to do. But you will put in place what needs to be put in place, and you'll be making these decisions. And really, this is for the bigger picture for you. That's the bigger picture for you. It's not bad. It's just a change. Basically, it's not bad. It's just a change. I think somebody else came in. Thank you so much again, Diana. Appreciate it. Okay, we do have somebody else. Sarah Getchen. Sarah Getchen. Sarah Getchen. Hoover. All right. What's your question tonight? Your PayPal looks fine from this end. Everything went through. Everything went through, Sarah. Okay, let's find out. Sarah says she's having a hard time at work. Should she move on or hang in? Hang in there. Jeez. Come on, Natalie, get your hands awake. Is this for Sarah Hoover? She's having some problems at work, and she's asking, do I move on? Get into another field, another job, another place? Or should I be sticking this out and seeing it through? Should I stick it out? Okay. Not ready yet. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Sarah's having problems at work. Should she move on? Find another job, place to work, another employer? Or should she stick it out? Okay, we're going to do a run through here. And now I'm going to cut the deck. And take the first card from the cut. Wow. You're going to be moving on, but in the best of ways, Sarah. Look what you got. One of my favorites. It's one of everybody's favorites. It's just an incredible card. You got the World, and it's all about regeneration. Regeneration of you, who you are, what makes you tick, where you work, where everything's being renewed, regenerated, new life being blown into it. So I also call it the Midas Touch card. If you're familiar with that term, it's a big thing. The Midas Touch, where it seems like everything you touch just seems to turn to gold. Everything seems to go your way. Things are going on almost effortlessly for you. You're there, you're present, you're initiating, you're taking action. I can't even find it. I thought it was the last one. Where is it? You're going to feel like the world is your oyster. You'll feel like the world is your oyster. Come on now. It's got to be the next. Oh, God. There it is. It is the last one. Oh, I'm so happy for you. This is wonderful. This is really, really wonderful, Sarah. Hi, Lynn. So the world is showing you, you can just kind of visualize this. The world is showing you that your life is regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you seek and celebrate your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts, just some kind of payback, maybe even from the universe. That the card also shows the completion of a phase, such as meeting a target or a goal, finalizing a house move, or any other major project. The world often comes up in readings to signify as well a relationship landmark, such as a wedding anniversary or renewing your vows. There are opportunities for travel now, and if you're single, you may have some romantic adventures as well. The keywords here: celebrate what you have achieved, embrace new opportunities. You will be full of energy and motivation, and the world is your oyster. You can go ahead and start picking. The keywords are success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation. That beautiful word of renewal. Renewal. And I'm just going to take it one step further for you. I am going to ask Lilith if you should move on or stay. We'll get her opinion too. Lilith, still within the parameters of Sarah's one card, one question reading. Her job, she's having trouble at work, and she wants to know if she should stay or go. Tarot says she should go. That there's a whole regeneration period that's going to be coming up for her. Is this all correct? Should Sarah leave her current place of employment? And she's not hesitating. She's definitely saying yes. So she's going to be working somewhere else. This is coming up. It's probably coming up quite soon. Is this correct? Things are about to get easier for her. She's about to ride a beautiful tide. And things are going to get easier. They're going to come to her easier. Things are going to fall into place. She's saying yes to all of that. How long before Sarah finds herself working at another place of employment? Are we looking at a 1 month, 4 weeks, 1 month? Could she be working somewhere else within the next month? now through the end of March, we might say. She's saying yes. Could it happen in 3 weeks? It could. Could it happen in 2 weeks? There's the no. So it's 3 weeks. She's going, yeah, there, it's 3 weeks. In 3 weeks' time, you could find yourself someplace else. That's an exceptional card, Sarah. Exceptional, exceptional. So I hope that that was okay for you, Sarah. All good all the way around. Doesn't get any better than that. Hello, Linda. Welcome, 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 Linda. Welcome. I hope you are, because you're about to go through something wonderful. You're going to feel the change. You're going to notice the change. You're going to feel the change. You're going to see change in action happening. And we do. We have somebody else. Let me see. Janley. Janley de Aquino. And you're wanting to know what your financial outlook looks like. Okay, this is for Jan. This is for Janley. Are you here, Janley? You still present? Janley de Aquino. There you are. Hello, there you are. Okay. What? Okay. All right, good enough. All right, let's go. So Janley wants to know about their financial situation. Laura, any problems getting into PayPal? Nobody outside of PayPal can help you. You have to deal with them. I'm sorry, but you do. You have to deal with them. Oh my goodness. Really? Okay. That's good. If you guys are having problems with PayPal, we can't do anything on this end at all. We can't do anything. We're not PayPal. We're customers and members just like you guys are. In Lin 2011-ish, maybe if you reboot whatever it is that you're using, shut your system down. It's your phone, your laptop, your desktop. Restart it again. That could be lagging. It could be lagging. Okay, this is for Janlyn. Let's see here. I gotta look at the question again. Janley, what does my financial outlook look like? Janley wants a picture of their financial outlook. If you could bring that forward, we'd be very appreciative of that. Please, Spirit. How's the financial outlook look for Janley? Oh, I get tired of shuffling. What does Janley's financial outlook? How do things look financially? Oh, interesting, Janley. Interesting. The Chariot movement. This card, basically, part of this card stands and represents somebody that has some plans, some hopes, some dreams, but has maybe been unable to act on them, unable to roll things out, to begin things, to start things, so that it does reflect back on you in a financial way in your favor, right? This is a card all about movement after stagnation, after not being able to, no elbow room kind of thing, metaphorically speaking, in your life, not enough freedom to go ahead and do what it is that you want to do. You've been kind of at a standstill, kind of like a restriction, not being able, like I said, to move forward. And this is a card all about movement. So when this card comes into your reading, it's like the starting gates have just been kicked open. The green light's gone on. The white flag's been dropped. And it's full speed ahead is what's going on here. Full speed ahead. This is a card of high energy. That's one thing that you have to take note of. This is not a card about emotional sensitivity. It's all about high energy. It's about ego as well, which you have to keep an eye on and keep the reins on. Don't get too carried away. Don't get too overzealous. Yes, you're moving forward, and yes, there's the whole positive, atmosphere that goes with that because it's forward movement. But this is a very high energy card. And sometimes we can get caught up in high energy and not be, real acutely aware of other things going on around us. And we need to make a point to do that with this card, that you're really moving quickly. Things are starting to happen very, very quickly. But at the same time, you've got your foot riding the brake in case you have to stop suddenly. It's all metaphoric, but I think you probably get the gist of what I mean. Let me bring up the generic on the card for you because there's more. I try to give you guys your money's worth. You get my side of it, spirit side of it, messages coming through, and then I give you the generic as well. It's a lot of information. It's a good thing there's a replay on these because you can go back if you forget. Okay. So it's time to make some serious progress when this card shows up, gently. Travel is favored now, as are moves that could be connected with work. The card's also a general sign that every aspect of your life is going to surge forward. However, balance is necessary. You may need to treat some people around you with care, because this is a card of high energy rather than sensitivity. The card reveals that good timing and being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road and keep things moving. Another meaning of this card, now I was going to say that, but anyways, you could be acquiring a new car or some other kind of new vehicle. I'm almost done. Almost. But you could be looking at purchasing a new car or a new vehicle of some kind. The advice of the card. It is time actively to move forward with your plans. Now's the time to do it. If you've got things that have been on the back burner, okay, it's time to bring those things into the forefront and start working them out, start living them out, start rolling them out, bring them to life. Keep your ego in check when you need to and enjoy this time of power and this time of motivation. Your keywords: journeys, determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. This is a beautiful card for you. You're moving forward and you're making your own money. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labors gently. You're going to see the fruits of your labor. All the hard work that you're putting in. Okay? It's all going to unfold for you and you're going to be just fine. Just fine. It's just beautiful. Beautiful card for you. Hold on to that. Hold it close to you. Now's the time for you to start taking initiative to get things rolling. You're welcome, Janley, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your donation as well. Very, very heartfelt, very generous, and I appreciate right to the very heart of it. I do so much. Okay, waiting list is now open. Anybody else? Is there anybody else? That was a good card. That was a good card. I like that card a lot. I'm glad I got my cup warmer here. My tea heater keeps the tea hot because it's a cold one tonight. I'm going to have to run my water again tonight. But boy, after tomorrow, temperatures are going to warm right up. It's beautiful. Just fantastic. That was a good card, Janley. I'm glad you came in. I'm glad that card came up for you because it fits. It does. You wanted to know about finances, and Tarot's telling you right straight out, you know, now's the time for you. Anything that you've been thinking or wishing or holding or trying to manifest, now's the time to start actually putting to use. Okay? Beautiful. And congratulations if you're getting a new vehicle. Congratulations. I keep hearing at the end of the month, but I don't think it's this month. Probably March. But that's what I keep hearing over. Okay, it's the end of the month. Well, so far the cards they've been pretty good tonight. Nothing earth shattering, and I'm kind of glad. I need an emotional break. Wow, Jennifer, you guys are really warming up there. Then, you know, we've had, what did I say, three snowfalls where some snow actually stayed, and the temperature has hovered just enough that it won't melt it yet. So it almost looks like if you were driving through Chance Harbor, you say, well, they got snow, but most of it's gone now. They just got a little bit of snow. But that snow's been sitting there for, what, a month? Something like that. So it's all we need are a nice day of fog. A few hours of fog come rolling in, that heavy, soupy stuff. That'll get rid of it. That'll eat it up. Spring is here. It's coming. It's already marching on its way in. So it's coming slowly and steadily. You can count on it because I said so. You're welcome. Must be so many people don't get their notifications because this I always say that this chat should just be flying with the number of members. That it should be, there should be a couple hundred people in here. Hi, stars. -10 yesterday. And today's in the teens. Oh my goodness. Wow. And we've got company. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Okay, Sarah, I do for you, Sarah Hoover. Or maybe she put her question. I better check. It might be in here. Oh, she didn't. Sarah Hoover. Yeah, our temps right now. I'll wait for Sarah to pop up here, and I'll check my temperatures right here, right now. It's -5 right now, Chance Harbor. The temp, that's right too. The temps are supposed to go up overnight to -4. We're already at -5. With the wind chill, it's -11. Our winds are out of the southwest at 17. The gusts are 31. Yes, and tomorrow we're looking at a high, balmy 0. 0. Sunday +3. Monday +6. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is 5, 0, and 0, but we've got snow and a rain mix. Even overnight temperatures are warming up. It won't be long. I'll be able to kick open my bedroom door, and that won't close again till probably November. Yes, certainly, Sarah. I'm back. I'm here. My father passed 6 years ago, and my mother never really has been able. Oh, is she going to be able to find someone else? Hi, Irving. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's sad. Let's see what we can do here. Mystery. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Friday. What's going on, sister? What is going on with your bad self? Friday's my favorite day of the week. I'm always in a good mood on Fridays. If I get to have pizza on a Friday night for supper, I'm even in a better mood. No meatloaf in my house on a Saturday or Friday or Saturday, let me tell you. Monday meals, you know. Maybe next Friday, if I get to into the city to get to the grocery store, maybe I'll buy some Chinese stuff and make some Chinese. I like to make my own food, so maybe I'll have that next Friday. That might be something different. Okay, Sarah, let's find out. This is for Sarah Hoover once again. Sarah's dad passed about I think you said 6 months ago, 6 years ago. He passed 6 years ago. Sorry about that. Sarah's mother's never really gotten over the loss of her husband. And she's very lonely. And Sarah wants to see her mom happy, content, comfortable, and maybe meet somebody new that can help her with this, that can enhance her life. What's going to happen with Sarah's mom? That's what we're wanting to know. We're wanting to know what's going to happen with Sarah's mom. Is that a sign of spring for you, Mystery? When the ravens come through, is that a sign of spring for you? God, you're in Arizona. One place I've always kind of wanted to see. You feel really bad. I mean, it's just been 6 years and she still misses her husband terribly. It would be nice if somebody could just come in and maybe sweep her off her feet and enhance her life. I just cut the deck for you, Sarah. I'm pulling your card. What are you doing showing up here now? I have no idea why he's here. Speak to me, Spirit. What we got here is the Page of Swords. And he doesn't represent anyone good, put it that way. His game is gossip. Let me see here. Sometimes with tarot, it brings forward other things that are more pertinent. I'm going to have to go to Lilith to ask about your mother, but I have to do this card. There's somebody in the midst that you can't trust, or somebody around you that you can't trust. I don't like it when the cards that I don't like start popping up. That doesn't make me very happy. They just complicate things and confuses. This is a young person. Usually it's a page. It indicates youth here. Or a person who sometimes they're your age or older maybe, but they're young at heart. Here's the problem with them. They have a secret They're not all that they put out there. But he does have a secret agenda. This agenda could take the form of gossip, something being said slanderous. Here's the thing with this person, whoever this is. This page often appears to be somebody that's very witty and very, very charming. They thrive on attention, but they're very self-interested and underhanded. The card can also show a legal matter or a complaint at work, a need to sign a contract or some other kind of documents. I don't know what this is about. The advice is be precise, though, in all your verbal and your written communications so that you will not be misunderstood. Complaints, bitchiness, backcheck, cunning words, politicking, legal issues and paperwork here. I don't know if any of this makes any sense to you at all. Any at all. If it's someone she can't trust, you're not going to trust either. And vice versa. What? Be very selective. If you have a hand in introducing your mother to somebody or bringing somebody, into her circle, be very, very selective. Don't bring any unknowns, any strangers in. Are you kidding me? They said the same thing? Oh my goodness, Sarah, this is strange. And you need to be on your toes as she's your mom. You need to look out for her. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just yesterday. Oh my goodness. You're giving me goosebumps. This is what I mean about the readings we've been lately. You're just going along doing readings, da-da-lee-da-da-lee-da. And then boom, there's one that comes out and it just goes kapow. And this is one of those moments I appreciate them. I never rebuke them back. I bring them in. I appreciate them. You need to be on your toes for your mom to protect her. And I'm feeling this could be somebody already in your circle, in your mother's circle, within your life, is somebody that's hovering about here that can't be trusted. And the thing that gives them away is they're very, very charming. They're very, very witty. Also, this person likes being the center of attention, and they usually are. They usually get everyone's attention. They're either very funny, they're always got a story to tell, or some kind of an anecdote, or their behavior cracks people up. It puts their defensiveness goes way, way down. Their guards are being dropped, this kind of a thing. But this could be somebody that's already within the circle. Maybe not right up on your doorstep, but they're there. You need to watch out for that. And you know what? You may have heard gossip about this person. And if you have, is this going to work against them? If you have, heed the gossip. There could be something to it. But this person loves being the center of attention, loves having the spotlight aimed on them. And if they keep people laughing, then people like them. They really grow to like this person. And they're a snake in the grass is what they are. A snake in the grass. Let's move away from that, even though this is really vitally important. This is 2 days in a row, the same reading from 2 different readers, and it's come back to the same. What I want to do now, I want to concentrate on your question and concerns about your mother and her finding a new relationship, hopefully someday. So we're going to ask Lilith. I'm going to bring Lilith in here. I got goosebumps, I really do. And they went up and they haven't come down. That's just amazing to me. Oh, God. All right. So obviously, Spirit is speaking here to you. There's messages here, to get two readings, two different readers back to back and come out with the same information. That's definitely Spirit. Okay, this is for Sarah Hoover. The direct one question was concerning her mother. Her father has passed. Sarah's father had passed 6 years ago, and Sarah's mother has never really gotten over it. She's kind of alone. She's very lonely. Sarah wants to see her mother in a very emotionally balanced, healthy state of mind and living a life with meaning. Is it possible Sarah's mother could meet another mate in this lifetime? Somebody that will enhance her life. Is this possible? Is it possible Sarah's mother could she meet somebody else? The possibilities are that yes, she says yes, there's possibilities. Here's the flat out question. Will Sarah's mother take on another new mate eventually for herself, for her life? A new mate for her mother. Is this person going to materialize into her mother's life? Is this person going to be really good for Sarah's mother? Is this what she needs coming into her life? Reviving her life, enriching her life. She's saying very possible. Could we try to get a time frame, Lilith, please? Looking way ahead and seeing Sarah's mother with the new person in her life, her new mate. How long are we looking at? Are we looking at 6 months? We'll go out there and say, could this happen within the next 6 months for Sarah's mother? Could she find another love within the next 6-month period? Do you know what? She's pretty consistent here, Sarah. She's saying, yes, it's possible. Could it happen sooner? Sooner than the 6-month period? No, not sooner. Okay, so 6 months it is then. It's, she keeps wanting to do this a little bit, not a lot, not that to that extreme, but there's a bit, you have to prime your mother for this one. And I don't even know why I said that, but that's what's coming through. You need to prime your mother. Without her knowing she's being primed, to get her, let's use a metaphor. Let's say a metaphor. Let's say your mother sits and lives in this one room, all right? There's no windows, there's no air, there's no view, she just lives in this one, she just exists. Day in, day out, day in, day out. And then you come and you say, okay, and you kind of, without her realizing it, you talk her into leaving that room, all right? And now she's in a different room, a bigger room, a lot more colorful. There's a lot more furnishings. There's actually windows. She's seeing daylight that she hasn't seen in a long, 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 long time. Eventually, little by little by little, you get your mother to step outside the house, and all of a sudden, the whole world opens up for her. She can breathe. There's fresh air. She can feel the sun, the warmth of the sun on her. She's being primed, but she doesn't know it. What I mean by that, she's being brought back out into the world instead of existing in that one little room. You have to get her so that she appears to be open and receptive to life, that she's welcoming it in. I don't know how you're going to do that. I wish I could tell you how you're going to do that, but you need to get your mother back into the spin of life in some way, shape, or form. That's not an easy task, but that's your part in it. She needs a hand right now getting back into the spin of life. So it hasn't been 6 years for her at this moment in time. And if she's feeling the way she's kind of left to go that way, she's been allowed to feel that way and allowed to live that way by not living and by mourning and grieving. To her, it's been 6 days ago, not 6 years ago. You've got to pull her out from that to save her, is what you need to do. That's what needs to happen. I don't know how you're going to do it. Talk to the universe and ask for help as far as that goes with your mom. It is sad, but it doesn't have to be. You have to put the effort into, you got to draw her back out. Don't just give up on her and walk away. Don't do that. Get her primed to get ready to get back out in the world a little bit. Even if it means just going for a walk every night after supper or every morning, to get her out and about within the world, becoming a heartbeat of the planet, piece of it all. It doesn't have to be sad. You look at it as a challenge, and a noble one at that. If you allow her to just stay the way she is, that's what's sad, because she's never going to come out of that hypothetical room that I described. She'll never come out of it. That's what she needs. She needs to be eased back into society and life again. It doesn't have to be unnerving. Look at it as your purpose right now in life is to concentrate on your mom. Get her back out and into it. Everything Mystery's saying, she's saving me from saying it, because I didn't want to sound mundane about it. Like, find something to do together that she'll enjoy. Because I get a feeling she may put up a bit of a kick or a fuss. No, I don't want to do that. No. I'm fine right here. I'm fine right here. You know, that kind of a thing. Get her back having fun of some kind. Or you could take her, I don't know. Is she just like that? Yeah. No, I'm fine here. I'm fine. No, I'm quite comfortable. I don't need anything. Yes, she does. More than anything, she does. She needs stimulation, is what she needs. If you take her for a little drive, say, let's go for a drive, Mom. You know, say you need to stop at the store, come for the drive. It's a nice day. It's a nice evening, whatever. If you've got a local, I don't know, maybe a local park somewhere where there's water access, because water's good. It's healthy for the psyche. You know, it's something like even a gardening center. Some of the gardening centers actually have other things added to their gardening centers. Not, you go, there's one way, well, it's not that far from here. If I had a car, I'd go. And what they have in the back of the gardening center is they have like a little petting zoo. They've got little animals. They've got a peacock runs around a little fenced in area, and they've got rabbits. They've got little ponies and things like that, which can really, you're getting really now back to nature. You can smell the earth, you smell the trees, you smell all the flowers. It's a gardening place. And now you're smelling manure. You know what I'm saying? But it's something she hasn't been exposed to in a long time. It's going to stir something in her. That is the beginning of the awakening, is what it is. She needs stimulation. She's not getting that by staying at home, you know, doing crossword puzzles, you know, maybe reading a bit or sitting in front of the TV, or knitting or something like that. She needs exterior stimulation, something outside of herself and her immediate life. She's a Cancer and loves water. There you go. Don't take her someplace that's crazy busy with 1,000 people on the beach. Take her someplace that's very easygoing. Yeah, there can be people around, but not overwhelming her. Don't do anything that's going to overwhelm her. Nothing. Keep it peaceful, keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it relaxed. Get her next to the water. Walk on the beach or just sit in the car or sit in the bench. Watch the tide come in and out. Wonderful. She does, yes, an aquarium. No, it isn't. It's no good, eh? She really needs a strong stimulation to kind of kickstart everything. She really does. But keep an eye out on her as well for somebody that's not what they appear to be. That's like a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of a thing going on with that first, so you got to be careful there. Oh, I think I heard another dingle come in. Did I hear another dingle? I think I did. Let me see here. Yes, Anne Soroka. Anne Soroka. What is the outlook of for her career? Anne Soroka. Are you here, Anne? You're very welcome, Sarah. I'm looking for Anne Soroka. There you are. Hi, Anne. Thank you very much. I got your question here, and you're asking what is the outlook for your career? Okay. This is for Anne Soroka. Spirit, what is the outlook for Anne's career? Hello, Linda. Okay. For the next 3 to 6 months. All right. For the next 3 to 6 months, Anne says an outlook on her career for the next 3 to 6 months. Next 3 to 6 months. My God, it's too quiet here. It is just too quiet. And Soroka would like an outlook on her career for the next 3 to 6 months. We get an overall energy for that, please. All right. You got the High Priest here, Anne, who represents a lot of wisdom. There we go. We got the High Priest. Usually he represents Orthodox religion, ceremonies, marriage, traditions, education. He's a teacher card of tarot. It shows you making some very, very slow, wise decisions, taking your time. This card kind of implies that you taking your time. You're not barreling straight ahead. You're not a train wreck ready to happen. You're planning your moves with care, thinking before you move, thinking before you speak. Hello, Tobias. You feel like you're on a ship. Oh, we're at that time of year. Spring's a coming. The big change is coming. It's coming. It is. Take my word for it. It is. Good evening, Linda. Yeah, our hummingbirds don't come back till Mother's Day weekend in May. That's when we get ours back. They come back on that weekend, Mother's Day. Seriously, they start arriving. I have feeders, and they come right for them. Right for the feeders. So, it's like, welcome home, guys. All right. Orthodox religion, marriage, ceremonies, wisdom, powerful leadership are the gifts of the High Priest. This is a man of learning. The High Priest is suggesting that maybe Education could be an option for you now. He also predicts a unity in two ways. Unity for your mind, your body, and your soul. So you feel connected to your intuition and closer to your guides. And secondly, it represents the unity of two people as they come together as one. And another meaning of the card is convention and tradition. But if this isn't for you, you may feel restricted by another's traditional beliefs. The advice of the card, listen to your inner wisdom. It's going to guide you to a new educational path, belief, or teacher. Educational, traditional beliefs, ceremonies, unity, marriage, values, and authority. The only thing I'm getting as far as career-wise is telling me that you're somebody that maybe sometimes moves slow, but it's not because you're slow. You're planning your moves with care. Everything is done with care. You use your wisdom, and the best wisdom is experience. That's where you get it from. You're knowing not what to do, what not to do, when to move, when not to move. You're kind of in this, how can I put this? You're in this place. You're in a place, and there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of activity, there's life. I would assume this is your career, this is your job, but you're not stuck there. There's the thing. You're doing what you need to do right now, but in the back of your mind, and maybe not so far back, is your desire to continue to move, to not stay in one place, but to move forward, to move up, for even just for variety. You need variety. You can't go like if you work in a factory and do the same old job every day on working on the lines. That's not you. That's not for you. The repetitiveness, you don't like that. You want color. You want movement. You want action. You want growth. You want forward movement. You want a higher energy. These are some of the things. In the process of being bought, well now, that's going to change the water on the beans for as far as your employment goes. That's going to definitely mean changes for you. Hello, Joni. Welcome. Thank you, Tobias. Have a good night. So there's going to be a job change coming up here, one way or another for you, Anne, from what I'm picking up on here anyway. This is not a bad thing, though. It's not negative. This is a good thing. This is right up your alley. Even if you don't know it yet or realize it yet, this is up your alley. This is going to bring about a change that's going to be a good thing for you, because this is a really good card. The High Priest, he represents everything that's good. As I said, he's the teacher card of tarot. He's very wise. You may find yourself taking a new course to further your education, because the more you learn, the more you earn. And this may be an opportunity. Sometimes when we're forced into or out of something, it can be one of the best things that can happen to you. It is a card about learning. That weighs heavy here. I don't know if that's a possibility for you to further your education, because that's part of what he's about. And if your company is basically, for you, it's folding. Somebody else is buying it, but you know what I'm saying? Just bear with me for a moment here. This might be an idea that you'll toy with as far as furthering your education or gaining new skills or deepening your own skills, learning more than you already have. No more school for you, eh? Oh, well, that's wonderful. Wow. What about the possibility of you working for the new people that take over the company? Could you go back and reapply for a job there? Right where you were and come in for something different, though, not the same job placement at the same place, maybe in a different department, a different, you know what I'm saying? It's funny that you're not considering school at all, though, or education, because he is the teacher of tarot. Education rides high on this card, strong. You like what it is you're doing. Let's find, I don't know, let's find out. I'm going to bring Lilith in on this. Oh, one moment. My, oh, hip just fetched up. Jesus Christ. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is still within the parameters of Anne's card. The company she works for is being sold. She wants to know, what does that mean for her over the next 3 to 6 month period? Are there changes coming up for her? Is there a change coming up for her place of employment where she works? Is there a major change coming up here? This is going to affect Anne in some way, shape, or form. Will Anne find herself working at a new place of employment? Will she find herself working at a new place of employment? Is there a possibility she could reapply for the same company with the new owners? Is there a possibility she could do that? Well, dang. Lilith is saying this is a possibility for you. Will she be able to keep the role, her place within the job? Will she be able to keep doing what it is that she's doing? I just heard if she chooses to, yes. So she has choices here. She could move on outside of this and get a job someplace else. Could she not? Where will she be? Will Anne be within working for a new employer altogether? Will she be at a different place physically, working in a different building for a different company? Is this going to come to pass for her? Well, she's saying yes to that. Will this whole upset here end up being a blessing in disguise, we'll call it? Could this work out in her favor? Like, it's like with no regrets, going with the flow and moving through. Wow. I'm feeling these changes are going to happen for a while, though, because I've got this delayed feeling. It's almost like Lilith's going, yeah, well, yeah, but it's down the road. It's down the road. Oh, I'm glad, Casey. That's really, really good. That's good to hear. The obvious unknown, yeah. Well, Lilith doesn't have a transcript of employment places that you can go to. I can't. The only way that comes through is if I hear it, and I'm not here. There's almost something there's a feeling with this whole the whole atmosphere of this reading for you is a feeling of, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not a huge deal. There's you're not going to be overwhelmed with complete panic. That's not going to happen. But you need to be open to change and ready to embrace change. Chances are really good, though, that you'll be working in the same capacity that you are now, whatever it is that you do, that you'll be still basically playing that role, filling that whatever it is that you do. It's the obvious unknown. Yes, there'd be concern. You don't wait for the axe to fall. You get skedaddling before that happens, and already maybe you've already started doing. I'm sure you have. You're already looking ahead. You're looking for other places to work. What's drawing in your interest, that you can keep doing what it is that you really love to do. So don't give up on that. You need to be diligent. You need to be very diligent about that. If that's what you want, you need to go after that. If that's what you want to keep doing what it is that you do. You need to effectively, you need to follow it. You need to chase it. You need to hunt it down. I wish I could give you more, but I'm feeling like this is like down the road. She's not the energy of Lilith and Spirit. There's no big panic yet or anything like that. Because I kept hearing him go, but yeah, that's down the road. But yeah, it's down the road. That's what I kept getting. But yeah, it's down the road. So, but you, and I can tell you guaranteed 100%, take it to the bank. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Because he's a good card. He's a good card. You'll deal with things when they come up. But of course, you're smart enough to not wait till the last gun's fired. And I know, and on the other hand, you don't want to leave the job where you're at and what it is you're doing. You don't want to take off while it's still there. You want to see it through till you can't see it through any longer. And that may be kind of messing with you a little bit, but you need to find something that's kind of work along the same lines. That's what I'm getting from it anyways. To me, that wasn't much of a reading, really. You know what I'm saying? Other than the few good things that came through, because it is who it is. It's the high priest. And it's like I said, she kept like, yeah, but it's down the road. It's not even anything to think about in the moment. It's down the road. It's down the road. I've never gotten that before. That's the first time for that. There are always these firsts in these readings, things that I've never dealt with before. That's first time. There's no sense of panic at all. You're going to make the transition from one into the other. It'll be very smooth for you as well. Very, very smooth. And thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Come back and make sure and see us again anytime. Hang out for a while if you'd like. I heard another dingle come in. Let me see here. Terry Sandia. Hi, Terry. Hello, Terry. I just looked in your notes. You're looking for guidance. You're right here? There you are. Okay, Terry Lynn, there you are. Okay. You don't have anything to worry about, Anne. I know that. I can give you that, like, guaranteed. Nothing to worry about. You won't be crazy about the change, but it's going to be all right. You'll be like, I'd rather not be going through this and going through this. I was fine where I was. Okay. Okay, so Terry Lynn's looking for guidance. Terry Lynn is looking for guidance, Spirit. Can you bring forth the guidance that she's looking for? Here we go. All right, I'm going to cut the deck right here. Can you give Terry Lynn the guidance that she's been looking for? Oh boy. What we're looking at here is a very, very good card. It's a 10. 10s are all about endings, meeting a target, meeting a goal, something, cleaning up after something, setting things to writing, but there's an ending to something. Something's leaving your life because something new is coming in. And it's a beautiful, beautiful pentacle as well. And it's all about luck. Terry Lynn. It is all about luck. Great card. Which is wonderful. You're asking for guidance and you got a really great card here. When this card comes up in a reading, and you're reading Terry Lynn, good luck is coming, and you're going to be celebrating some kind of a windfall that's been completely unexpected. A financial bonus of some kind, something coming in you weren't, it could be income tax return. Maybe you're going to get back way more money than what you thought you're going to, something along those lines. Whatever it is financial, it's money, cha-ching, and completely unexpected. You're going to be deeply appreciating it because the stability, there's going to be a little more stability in your life, and you're going to be very grateful for that because that's what the money's going to bring. A family gathering is on the cards for you as well. The usual irritations will disappear, and you'll feel the love and support of relatives or close friends that you treat as family. It's like big family get-together, family, friends, extended, whatnot. This could be a wedding, it could be an engagement, it could be some kind of a shower. And not everybody gets along all the time. It's always the same people going to these showers and celebrations, usually the same faces. So we got relatives, we got immediate family, we got extended family, we got distant family, we've got friends, we've got neighbors, and everybody is attending, and not everybody always gets along. All right? But for this gathering, if they're all like the Hatfields and McCoys and they're all toting a great big, 401 and just going to shoot somebody's hat off, In this case, this gathering, everybody knows you can't bring your guns in here. You leave them outside the door. And I don't mean literal guns. I mean downfalls, arguments, words, debates, noses bent out of joint. I remember last time I saw them, what they said to me. We got right into it. I remember that. All of that will be like non-existent during this celebration. As a matter of fact, you're going to have the feeling that you're witnessing the rawness of humanity in action, we'll call it. And you'll feel moved inside. Everybody, no matter the differences, doesn't matter. Who doesn't like who doesn't get along with who. There won't be any of that. It'll be people coming together, and you're all celebrating the unity of something, the love, and you will not tarnish it with your own personal grievances, kind of a thing. But this card here, yeah, you'll be feeling the love and support of your close friends that you treat as family. In relationships, the card's predicting families being joined by love. Feelings are going to be declared, and commitment will follow. A couple moves in together, and they announce their wedding. The advice: appreciate the special bonds that you share as a group and the love that comes with commitment. Keywords here for you, Terry. Family, celebrations, generosity. This is generosity of spirit, is what it is. Patience, generosity. Money, of course, which is coming in unexpectedly. Luck being on your side. There's this feeling of completeness, this feeling of everything coming full circle, and for just even a little while, and maybe just a blink of an eye, everything being balanced and normal, everything being ideal for even just a little while. And it's enough to move you to tears. Love hangs very heavy in the best of ways over this card, over this reading. And that's what you're going to experience. And an offside a little bit, this could be the end of a fallout with somebody as well, coming back together, healing that, whatever it was that made you fall out with somebody, and the healing of that. Or you could be witnessing it within the family, you know, holy geez, cousin so-and-so and cousin so-and-so, they haven't been able to look at each other for the last 15 years. Now all of a sudden they're friends again. Something along these lines, but there's that kind of thing going on within your family, your immediate structure, your immediate life, is what I'm trying to say here. What matters to you, because these old ways, the grudges, the things the family go through, is going to be pushed off to the wayside like it never happened and it never existed. There's some healing going on here within the family coming together. There's something that's driving it, and it could be the union of two people within the family. You talk about the Hatfields and McCoys, right? And maybe there's going to be a peace bond put in place where everybody has to get along, and everybody does. Very easily carried out, very easily executed. And you'll be saying, why can't it be this way all the time? Because you're coming full circle within the family. The family's coming full. They don't even know it. And they are. This is a big change within the family. It's something that will hold for a while down the road anyway, so it's a good thing. But you've got some money coming in, and it's unexpected. As far as the family, hold that, all of that goes. You do your part to help seal it. You do your part to encourage it in any small way, shape, or form that you're able to do that. You'll be appreciating the special bonds that'll come out of this. And appreciating the special bond that comes with commitment and the love. Whatever that all means for you, Terry, it's all good. It's all good, my dear. I'd be focused in on that money. Be prepared. Because it's going to bring you some peace of mind for a little bit. So, thank you, Terry. It's a beautiful card. Don't forget it. Come back and look at it. I never ever take these down. You can always come back and you can watch it again and again. Excuse me. Okay. I think this is going to be an earlier night than normal. I don't see us running the whole 3 hours tonight. We're coming up on 1 hour and 48 minutes now. Hello, Chioma. Yes, I think I've got it here in my copy and paste. I think it's still on there from earlier today. There you go. There you go, Chioma. Nice to see you again. You'll get a satisfied feeling as well, Terry, and it'll be like feeling of there's one hurdle we don't have to deal with anymore. Whatever that means. Seriously. There's one thing we don't have to, and why couldn't it have been this way all along? Who knows, but we're here now. That's the important thing. A feeling of unity and coming together, getting past some things that have always kind of been blocks, roadblocks, things in the way, things you had to work around. That's all going to be gone. And you're going to feel really great about that. And the money's not going to hurt either. Ha ha ha. Nice hot tea. Okay, Chilma. See here. There it is. It came right in. That's great. Okay, Chilma. Let me see here. Thank you very much. Very, very nice. What is Spirit saying? Everybody's curious about what's. They're just leaving the, the readings open. There's more of those all the time. It's a good thing because I find, as I said today, and I think I said it yet the last time, is sometimes you may ask a direct question about something, and I can always use Lilith for yes or no or whatever. But tarot doesn't always address what it is that you're asking, but tarot will bring forward what's pertinent to you in the moment, what's important now, what do you need a heads up about now, this kind of a thing, right? So Shoma wants to know what Spirit is saying. What has Spirit got to say for Shoma? What does Spirit have to say for Shoma? What should Shoma be looking at? What needs to be brought to Shoma's awareness? Is there guidance? Is there direction? Is there epiphanies? Guess who's stuck in my hand here? Ha ha! I take that as a sign. Can we have some enlightenment for Shoma? What's coming at her? What's coming at Shoma? You got to be the noisiest cat. Crunch, 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 crunch. I love it when you call me senorita. One more run. Shoma, here we go. Okay. What is Spirit bringing forward for Shoma, please? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. The two of them come off together. I'm going to give you both. All right? And you're not going to cry about it. Believe you me. Okay. Shoma. Chia. This was the card that I first picked up, and this one was stuck to the back of it. There was one stuck in the back. And what we have here is the Eight of Cups. Eight's all being about change in some arm of your life. You're going through a major transformation, a major change. It's like a double whammy. Eights mean change, and that's what the prompt is on this card. The second card I got was that's the second time tonight this card's come up. It's so wonderful. There's no way that I'm not going to give it to you because they were kind of stuck. I pulled them apart. This one fell. And I was left holding this one. This is incredible. This is Chia. You've got some changes coming up in your world. And they're going to be some things you're kind of aware of. It could be a dream that you've had. It could be something that you've been planning in your head. It could be something you've been preparing for. But there's going to be a major change. There's something that you're leaving behind. And it's not like it's been a secret. Whatever this change is, it's not been a secret. There'll be no big dramatic goodbyes. Those that matter already know, and they've prepared. But you'll take one last look over your shoulder as you're walking away, and you'll say a quiet goodbye here. Is it a new job? Is that, well, let me, oh, wow. This new job's paying you well and bringing other wealth into your life as well. That's got to be it. It's got to be a job. I'm getting my book out to kind of guide here because I don't want to miss anything. You got some great cards here. Very interesting with the 8. I find that very interesting with the 8. It's time to take your leave. That's what this one. It's time to take your leave. And this is exactly the right time to move on. You may have already left a relationship, a home, or a job, or any other commitment at an emotional level. So part of you's already moved on, even though physically you might still be there. So there's very little drama. There's no moral struggle to contend with as you say a very quiet goodbye. You are ready for this change. The card can also reveal a journey or change of scenery, such as going on vacation or taking short trips away. Short trips away, maybe every second weekend through a month. And this could become something you make a regular habit of, promising yourself once or twice a month, I'm going to go somewhere. All right. Advice here. Real simple, Chia. Real simple. Follow your heart and move forward. Go. Just go forward. Wow. The keywords on this card are endings and departures, journeys, movement, transitions, travel, and vacations. That's what this card is all about. This is the change happening. Now, the next card. And this is where it all comes to meet. It all comes to a head. It all starts to play out. It materializes. It becomes something real. Yes, Jennifer. With the world, this is a card. Oh, God. A great card. It's the card of regeneration. It is the card of regeneration in your life. The world is showing you that your life is being regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you seek, and you'll be celebrating your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. There'll be a payback, or you see the reward that's coming. This card can also show the completion of a phase, such as meeting a target or meeting a goal, or even finalizing a house move or another major project as equally important. The world often comes up in readings to signify a relationship landmark sometimes, such as a wedding anniversary, renewing of your vows. There are opportunities for you to travel now, and if you are single, you could have some romantic adventures as well. The advice of the card: celebrate what you have achieved. Celebrate it, embrace it, because new opportunities are lying in wait for you. They're there. You're going to be full of energy and full of motivation. Your energy, your very essence of who you are, is coming up a notch or two. In the best sense of the word. Your life growing, your life fertile. There's a lot of growth, a lot of progress. Seeds that have been planted are finally taking sprout in your life. This is amazing. Celebrate what you have achieved and embrace new opportunities. You're going to be full of energy and full of motivation. And I call this card the Midas Touch card, because it's going to feel like everything comes to you with such ease. Nothing's that challenging. It's just like it was meant to be. And you're playing it out. You already know your role, and you're going through the motions and you're playing it out. It's almost like everything was set up and waiting just for you to walk in and claim it and make it your own. The world is your oyster, Chia. The world is your oyster. Success, completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. This will be like catching your second wind in your life. This will be like a breath of fresh air. The googly eye place, Google. Are you kidding me? They fixed notifications? They have? Wow. See, I don't have apps. I don't have a cell phone at all. Chia, I'm almost well, I am. I'm envious for you. Of you that you've got this and you've got this saying, yeah, it's going to happen and here's the result. Here's how it's going to play out. This happens first and this falls into place. You've got a lot of nice stuff to look forward to. Really beautiful. But everything is going to come to you with much ease as well. It's a wonderful thing. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Um, Diana, when did you get that call? Was that this evening? Maybe tomorrow, if I do readings tomorrow, maybe I'll have more of a turnout if they've actually fixed them. Thank you once again, Chia. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciated. And it was a pleasure reading just now. Isn't that something? Wow. Well, hopefully for the next readings, we'll have a bit more of a turnout here. With the, tens upon thousands and thousands of subscribers I have. The screen on this side, the chat box should just be constant rolling, constantly moving. I hope that that's the case. I hope that's the case. I really hope that they fix them. Because that was really pissing me off. It's pathetic, So, really appreciate that, Chia. I can't wait for everything to unfold for you as well. It's going to be wonderful. So far tonight, the readings are good. They're all positive and they're all good. That's a wonderful thing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. I don't think anybody else came in behind Chia, which means we're open. The lineup has been cleared. We have nobody in the queue. Nobody's in the queue. It's free and clear right now. I hope that's all real. Oh, boys, I hope that's all true. I'm not questioning you, but them. I question them. Question them. We've got less than an hour left. Less than an hour. Anybody interested in getting a reading? And I'll repaste the link for any new people that have come in. The one it seems like every time I read now, there's always one. There's one reading that'll stand out. The one so far tonight. Was the person that came in for a reading. Her name is Sarah, and it was about her mother, and she's asking questions about her mother for her mother's benefit. But that's not what came up. What came up was the Page of Swords, who is somebody there's some mistrust and stuff. You got to be careful, watch your back, and all that stuff. And she said, "Oh my!" I went on and on and on about it, and she stopped and she said, "Oh my God." She said, "My mother just had another reading from another reader yesterday. She told her the exact same thing you're saying right now." Boom. There you go. Boom. With apps not updating. Well, I wonder. Huh? Now, can they fix the other things like unsubscribing my members away from the channel and other channels as well? It's not just me. If they could fix that, it'd be great. But the notification thing, yeah, that's kind of relatively new anyway. So, yeah. Okay, somebody just came in. I heard a dingle. At least I think. I think. Yes. And who do we have? Oh, and Soroka once again. All right. Let me bring you up. There's your question. Okay. Ah, thank you. Thank you. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, Ann. Oh my gosh, you're just blowing me away here. You're blowing me away, I tells ya. Did somebody just... Okay, no, it's not from her. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's true too. This has been going on for me for, it's been a year. You might as well round it off to a year. I've got to read this out. And Soroka has purchased a one-card reading. Her question is this. I'm going, oh, she must have Natalie. I just seen Will Natalie. I said, must be somebody in her life. She says, Ann's question is this. Will Natalie get an increase in viewers and traffic with her channel, resulting in positive $ flow, money flow? Isn't that wonderful? I tell you, I need it really bad, really, really, really bad. It's been a struggle. I try not to complain, though. I go, I'm not complaining. I could always be worse off. I've been worse off. It's just that it's this time of year, winter. Everything's so expensive as far as the bills go, heating and all that. And I'm just feeling it kind of up to here. So let's find out. This is Ann Soroka's question, Spirit. But it concerns me. It concerns the channel, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And Ann wants to know, is viewership and membership going to increase for the channel, which will in turn increase money flow into the channel? If it wasn't, if it wasn't for this, because I've always struggled so much, and I think I've got it like right on the main page of the channel, help keep this channel afloat. It helps to pay the internet bill. I'm not complaining, but I'll mention it again. My internet, and I don't have a cell phone. It's for my landline, and I don't use long distance at all. I don't have a long distance plan on my landline. So it covers my house phone and my internet services. It's $193 a month and change. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for somebody like me. I'm on a federal government disability pension that I paid into my whole working life in case I was going to need it when I got older, like now, and it turns out I did. I'm one of those people, you can't judge a book by its cover. So I had to retire early and apply for that, but they never really give you really enough to live on. They just don't. And it just, well, I'll put it this way. I got one kick-ass power bill, and I'm really angry about it because I don't use all the heaters in my home. I use my fireplace. I'm really cold nights like tonight. I've got electric here. Baseboard, it's on. And it kind of balances out the heat. It balances it out so it's, you don't have one surging. So it balances out with my fireplace. And I have one heater on in a small room at the back of the house. That's it. And I've got how many? This room has a heater. That side of the room has a heater. The bathroom has a heater. I haven't had that turned on either. And then there's 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, and there's heaters in them. And all I use is the fireplace every day. This one when I really need it, and the back one runs. When my disability check, my pension, it's my pension. It's called CPPD. It's Canada Pension Plan Disability. When I get it, power company's going to leave me with about, because they're getting the whole thing, I'm going to be left with about $13. That's supposed to pay my phone. That's supposed to pay my rent. That's supposed to buy my food, my supplies, everything. Isn't going to cut it. That's part of the reason why I do this. I have a gift, yes. But any money I make is to help literally. I'm not living high off the hog. I'd have a vehicle in my yard if that was the case. I'd have a car, a truck, something I'd be able to drive. And I don't. I do drive. I have a current driver's license. I don't get to use it very often. So no, I'm never going to get rich. But let's find out if things are going to improve for the channel. Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Oh, I like that bottom card. I like the bottom card. Whoops. How's the chat working tonight? It's working fine. We haven't had any glitches. It's fine. If that's what you meant. Hello, Joanne Alexander. Hi, Samantha. Sometimes people take it as my advice, but a lot of times, honestly, Samantha, it's spirit talking. It's not me. It's not me. It's spirit. It's all coming in through spirit. Oh, Jan, you must be local. You must be provincial, are you? Right on, sister. Cool. Yeah. Oh, they do here. But there's certain times of the week, as you know, they do estimates in the wintertime for the most part, right? They won't even come to your house, especially if they can't. So they'll just ballpark it, you know, by the year before, the month before, this sort of a thing. So they're killing me this year. They're really killing me. I've been working so hard, well, since my husband passed away. We had a hard time when he was alive. Financially, it was horrible. We got 3 to 4 calls a month from the power company. When you come in and put more money on your bill, it was constant. The constant late payment notices coming in the mail. So you lived under this freaking stress all the time. He died, and I haven't had to deal with that once until this week. They called me before the bill's even due to be paid. They left a message on the phone. We're just calling as a general reminder, let you know your bill's due. They haven't called, haven't heard from them 3 years, going on 3 years. So I've done pretty well to keep my head above the water, but I don't like dealing with them. When they piss me off, I just go nuts on them. So yes, that might be good too. I just got to call back. All in chat. Can you give a thumbs up, people, if you were notified of the reading here tonight? That would be a big, big help. Yeah. So what did I just do? I messed them up. Are we neighbors? Oh my God, I've never heard your name. Don't tell our neighbors what I do. I try to keep it quiet, Jan. I've been here I've been in Chance Harbor. Okay, I've been in Chance Harbor in May the 10th. It'll be 4 full years that I've been doing this. 4 full years. But my neighbors don't know what I do. 1 or 2 of them do, but these are people that come into my home anyway. They're friends. But outside of that, nobody. Route 790 page, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Did you get a notification, Casey? That's beautiful. All right, I'm going to, one more run through. I'm getting caught up in conversation. Is Bay of Fundy Fortunes going to be back to normal soon? Can I get my sub numbers back up to where they were? More so. I lost so many because they kept removing people. Their system. Will that translate into extra monetary fund? Oh my God, I'm going to cry. Oh my God, this is unreal. This is unreal. Anne, where are you? Anne, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you didn't, Sarah? Okay. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Where's Anne? Where's Anne Soroka? Guess what I got, Anne? The answer is yes to all the things that you put in your question. Look. I got the wish card. I got the wish card. I'm smiling. I'm going to cry again, Jennifer. Wonderful. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and you just made, I don't know, you just made it for me. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. So thoughtful of you. And look at the card that came out. Look at the card. This is absolutely phenomenal. I lately get knocked right out. I'm telling you, I get blown for a loop lately. Oh my goodness, I love this card. It always gives me that inward smile. Always does. Always, always, always. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Nine of Cups is the magical wish card of the tarot. When it appears in your reading, you benefit from love, you benefit from friendship. No shit, Sherlock, I just did. You benefit from support in projects and harmony at home. All aspects of your life flourish, and you're feeling content and feeling fulfilled. Right now I am, yes. The only glitch is maybe being a little smug. So be sensitive with my enthusiasm, I guess you would call it, to share my good fortune. I always do. I always do. I don't talk about it, but I do things when I'm running a little ahead and I go, hey, my bills are paid. I've got food in my fridge, food in my cupboards. Everything's covered. I'm even right now and I can breathe. And the minute I see somebody in a need, I fill it. I'll look and see how much money I can help them. There's more coming. It's okay. I've given my last $2 away. I'm not kidding you. And felt good about it and said, that's okay. That's okay. This is wonderful. Another meaning of this card is entertaining and socializing. Well, kind of doing both that when we do these readings here. The advice is you're perfectly placed to manifest your dreams. So make your wish. You guys all know what my wish is. I only wish good for everybody first. I wish that I know that I'm a tool, really, not a tool, but a tool being used through the cosmos, through the universe. And it's to intercept, bring your messages through and tell it like it is. I can't add to anything. I can't lighten anything. I can't lie because the universe knows I'm extremely open to that. I'm very sensitive to that I have to put through what I'm hearing and what I know, what I'm being told and what I'm being shown as well. Then when the cosmos has come through and has done good for someone or two or three, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And I just wish to have, if I had a real big wish, I got a big wish. It's not probably ever going to happen, but my wish has always been to own this property outright. Always. It's a burn in me and a hunger in me. And I'm afraid to try to manifest it because I'm afraid of it coming back on me and maybe not getting it and having that let down the whole bit. This is my dream. This is where I belong. This is where I was called to. This is mine. I'm the only one here. There's 5 houses on this compound. I'm the only one that lives here. Alone. All year round. The owners, they have a cottage down at the bottom. They come out maybe 5 days out of the whole year. And they live in the city. But I'm here all the time. I'm the only one. I'm the one connected here. It's not them. They know that too because I've told them. We've talked about it. But anyways, that's my wish. Big time. But right now, I wish to keep my head above the water financially. I want to be always able to pay my bills on time. Always. You know. So, let me see here. In a minute, Laura. In a moment. But right now, it's keeping my bills caught up. Having a clunker. I'm not comfortable with a brand new vehicle. I like the used ones. The ones that always have the check engine light going the minute you buy them. That's my type of a vehicle. I've never owned a vehicle that didn't have the check engine light on it. I swear to you. And it's just funny when I think about it. But I do need wheels. It's a necessity. It's not a want. I need wheels. I need something. I want something 4-wheel drive so I can get in and out of the city when I got to get in and out of the city. Anyways, the keywords here are happiness and support. love, entertaining, harmony at home, relationships. One of my favorite words in the English language, I got to tell you, when it's used in the right way, it's the word of abundance. Anne, you made my night. You made my week. You made my month. You made my day. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. I got to stop or I'm going to start to cry. I've been too emotional lately. Just 2 or 3 readings back, somebody come in. Oh, and it was crazy that night. That's the first meltdown I had. And somebody come in, they went, Natalie's crying. Wow, I've never seen Natalie cry before, and I've been watching her for a long time. I said, Natalie doesn't cry all the time, but lately I don't know, you know. So I light, yeah, yes. Oh, here's my I gotta put my email in for, and there we go. NatalieTapley@live.ca. Whoops, without the slash on the end. No, no. Gotta make sure it's right. There we go. Okay, so I heard another dingle coming in. I got to get back to it. So I'm getting messaged crazy. There we go. That's okay, John. That's okay. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, I got to log back in so I can get my list. I know I heard a dingle come in. Let's see here. Okay. Joanne Alexander, nice to see you again. Like the money made here tonight, I'll be really honest with you, it's going on the power bill. Okay. Joanne Alexander, come up front and center. I want to make sure you're here. Joanne's question is this. Oh. Joanne says, my mother suffered a brain aneurysm on October 29th, and now she's refusing to eat. Oh, no. And she's pulling out her feeding tube. What can you tell me? Oh, Joanne. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Wonderful, Joanne. You stay right here. How you think? Yeah. $699 is what they want. It's for 2 months. They didn't even give me a chance to pay off the first one. So, all right. This is for Joanne Alexander. Thank you for being right, Johnny, on the spot. Oh my God, Diana, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Oh, I hope she can figure out what's going on. I'll tell you guys where I'm at. I don't advertise subscribers, what I've got. The reason I don't is because I'm not in competition with anybody. I was averaging anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 new members every month, kind of a thing. And this started a year ago. I hit 42,000 subscribers, and then the numbers started rolling back. I'm watching people join the channel. I'm getting the notifications. Instead of the numbers going up, the numbers are coming down. I should very easily, if you do the math, I haven't done it literally out on paper, I should be close to 100,000 subs, and I'm not. It's because of what their system's been doing to me for the past year, almost a whole year now. So, yeah, it's a lot. I know it is. The first one was $355. And this one's a little lower. The second one was a little, but it comes out to $699. And I haven't had to deal with anything like that since my husband died. I've been holding my head above the water, working very hard. And it's all because of this. So I put in the work, but I get the payoff too, as long as my bills are paid and there's food in my fridge. That's all I care about. So, oh my goodness. No. Aw, that's so sad, Joanne, for her to come this far in life and have this happen. What's going to happen with Joanne's mother? She's had an aneurysm, and now she's basically fighting her medical care, pulling tubes and things like that. She won't eat. What's going to happen? What's going to happen here with Joanne's mother? What's going to happen with Joanne's mother? Please, Spirit, bring forth some answers, some insight, some direction. Please bring this forward. Thank you. Here we go, Joanne. Jesus. What's one thing Bay of Fundy Fortunes is known for? And it's nothing to be proud of. For being direct and honest. Joanne, are you ready for the honesty that might come forward here? Yes, good or bad, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm asking Joanne, are you ready for this? I got the Ten of Swords, and it represents endings. It doesn't bode well for your mother. It doesn't bode well for your mother. I'm hearing a self-induced as well. If she's fighting this, she's trying to tell you she doesn't want to live this way. She's trying to tell you, leave me be, leave me alone, I'm not going to live this way. What good am I to myself, let alone anybody else, this way? In an act of pure desperation, for her to have a chance to want to stay here, to want to continue to live and go through with her life, you've got to give her some reason. She's got to be given a reason. That'll be your quest. You're on a quest. You've got to find a reason to convince your mother to fight, to convince your mother that she wants to stay. You need to inspire your mother, and I don't know how you're going to do that, but that's your role in this. That's your role in this. You're going to make me cry. But what about therapy, physical therapy for her? What about that? Are they introducing some kind of therapy for her to try to get some use back? And she can't talk. Oh, dear God. Is there any chance that's where she is? Did they give you any indication on what her chances are of maybe being able to vocalize again and to be able to move? What are her chances? If she was to throw herself into it 100%, what would her chances be if she was to really, really try? This is very sad. Pulling the Ten of Swords on a question like this is not good. It is not good at all. My heart sank when I turned it over. Something is coming to an end, because tens are all about endings. All about endings. Things coming to an end. Things. I can't even I gotta pull the book because I can't even think straight. I can't even think. These readings become more intense. They're more, oh my goodness, you would not believe. They're just 6 months to a year. This 10 is the final number in the summing up of, is what it is. It's the adding up, the summing up of an ending. Adding everything up and say, okay, this is done, we're moving from here. This usually involves some degree of drama. And what you're going through with your mother, I wouldn't make light of that. This can come as a shock or as a relief as you see the situation or the relationship. But for you, it's a situation for what it is, for what it was, that it can't develop and it can't grow. However unwanted this card may be when it arrives in a reading, it does tell the truth, and it helps you to see what needs to be released. I don't mean this literally. It's more metaphorically for you to, it's telling you to walk away and let go, to release, just let it go. Focus on the present rather than dwell on the past. And maybe that's all you'll be able to get your mother to do, is to focus on today, in the moment, in the now. And maybe she'll fight you if you try to think about all the tomorrows that could be yet to come. Keywords here are completion, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, truth, and shock. Would you like me to pull Lilith, Joanne, and ask her directly? Do you want me to pull Lilith and ask her directly about your mother? Oh, God. Because we can get Lilith's take on it. That's up to you. I'm asking. I don't normally do that. I normally just grab Lilith and we'll ask. But if you've heard enough, you've heard enough. If you want to just go that one more step, you can go that one more step with Lilith. We can ask her, get a yes or a no. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm sorry if I start to get emotional. I get pulled into these things. And you know what? If you were sitting across the table talking to me, it wouldn't be like that. This is a different level of understanding and connection. Doing it this way, because it's there. This is for Joanne concerning her mother. She's had an aneurysm. She can't speak. She can barely move. She can't communicate. She's struggling to communicate. And she does never want to be. She does never want to be trapped in her body. This is how this is feeling for her. She has stopped eating, refusing food. She keeps removing her tubes. Lilith, we need a straightforward answer here. Joanne's mother, is Joanne's mother going to make it through this difficult and challenging time? Is Joanne's mother going to survive this aneurysm? Will she survive it? She's still here. What I mean by survive, is she going to continue to live? And will she continue to grow? She's really strong on this, and she's saying yes, she will. That's what we want to hear, and we want that to be the truth of it. Is Joanne's mother going to improve from her aneurysm? Will she physically improve? Will there be improvement? And will her mental and emotional health improve as well? She's saying yes. She's saying she will. You're welcome, Joanne. You're welcome. She's saying yes. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's just not. That's about all you can do. I didn't want to say that. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I didn't want to say that to you. So I'm kind of glad that you took the liberty of saying it. Everybody send healing wishes to Joanne's mother, and send inner strength and perseverance and patience to Joanne herself. It's going to be a long road, challenging road, especially for you. Especially for you. But if your mother can be inspired to hold on a little bit longer, to give therapy a chance, tell her to at least give it a chance. She has to at least try. My goodness. I need to fetch myself a little bit of a wet. I need a little drink here. Oh, getting dry. Oh, feeling like an old lady tonight. The old hips kicking in, and it's not fun. Ouch. Oh, there we go. Got it moving. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. I need something to drink. There we go. There we go. Okay, how much time have we got left? We must be coming up here soon to the 3:36. Yeah. So we've got, well, about 36 minutes left. And then we'll be calling it a night. Yeah, they are getting there, aren't they? Yeah. The cards, I don't question. Don't question tarot. I learned to not do that, though there's times, but I know better. And every time I say, okay, you made your point with me. Make my hair stand. Give me goosebumps, you know? I'm taking questions for the next 20 minutes. For about the next 20 minutes. We try to not go past the 3-hour mark because it's kind of taxing. I'm surprised I'm not burned out, to tell you the truth, because I did readings earlier today. And I think right into the 3-hour mark. Now, the night before last, it was a Wednesday night. It was busy. We were here for 4 hours. 4 hours. We shut the readings off at 3, but there was still 3 or 4 people waiting, and the cards are involved, and they're long sometimes. We went right up to 2 minutes before 4-hour mark. So your poor mother. That's just a shame. Wow. That's going to be taxing on you, Joanne. Trying to keep your own life together, work, and whatever it is you do, and seeing to your mom as well. You'd have to be strong because she's going to have a lot on her back. There's so many hurting units in the world. But I was surprised at Lilith's response. She's going to try. You just have to get her there. Oh. Music is great therapy. There you go, Joanne. There's your resolve right there, Joanne. She never gave up on you. So how could you ever give? And you remind her of that. When she starts, you know what she's trying to put out there. And you tell her, Mom, you never gave up on me. There's no way in hell I'm giving up on you. She needs to be inspired. She needs to be left with hope that things can get better for her. She'll never be 100%, and she'll need to accept that. But she just needs to be shown some light and some hope. Trying to send her that. Really trying. Let's put a little smudge up in benefit of your mother. Let's put a little bit of a smudge up, a little extra smudge here for your mom. And for you as well. So you can have the strength to endure what about you're going through. Have the endurance to match the pace of everything that's going to happen, to be able to handle it. This is for you, Joanne, and your mom. We want to send healing, love, and light to Joanne and her mother. For Joanne to stand by her side and to have the endurance to do whatever it takes to benefit her mother and her mother's life and well-being. And we want her mother to feel inspiration again and to feel hope begin to grow and stir, that it doesn't have to end here and it doesn't have to be the ending of anything, that she can improve. Give her the fight and the want to improve and to still be here with her family. We ask this in Spirit's name. Bring them peace as well. We want inner peace to wash over the family. That no matter what happens, it's going to be okay. There we go. I hope so, Joanne. Yes. Yes, Joanne certainly would help her. Oh, you're welcome. There. Put that up for Joanne and her mother. There we go. See, I always compare when I get feeling, and I get down from time to time. In my, I get a little shaky on the hope and the belief at times. I've been sick over this power bill. But I know that it's gonna be okay. I just don't like that it's there and it's eating at me. But yeah, tonight, all the money made tonight's going directly on that power bill. I've got a little bit of, I got enough food in here and the things that I need for the next week. So once I get the bill caught up, it's either that or wait until my pension comes in at the end of the month and pay it out of that, but it's going to take the whole thing. There's the problem. But I tell myself, Natalie, you're lucky you've got a power bill to worry about. It means you got a roof over your head. It means you have a home. You have a place to call your own. It means you're part of life and the living. You're living within society, not beneath it. I try to look at things that way. And before I go to sleep at night, and I lay in the dark and I roll over and I try to get my fur ball there to snuggle in with me. And even if I'm really upset, really frustrated, feeling scared, feeling alone, doesn't matter. Even with the weight of this on me, I'll say thank you for today. Thank you for today to the universe. Thank you for everything that came through today. I appreciate it. I'm very lucky. So there's other ways. There's always somebody worse off. Yeah, so, yeah, I do too. I'm sitting here saying all this, but there's that little niggle in the back of my head going, you owe that bill, you owe the bill that isn't paid yet, you owe the bill that isn't paid yet. And I feel like I'm going, piss off. I'm aware of the bill. I almost passed out when I seen it. I was like, whoa, I've never had to pay a bill like this on my own in my life, you know. So it reminds you that you're alone in it. Um, and I won't ask anybody for help. Oh my gosh, I just won't. Um, I'll get through it one way or another. The only good thing going with MB Power, if Jan is still in the room with MB Power, the rule is that they can't shut you down. They can't shut your power off at this time of the year. It would be considered inhumane. And before, at one time, they would. Somebody died that way. There was this middle-aged man. He was living in the woods somewhere, and he was in a mobile home, a trailer, basically. The man was diabetic as well. And they shut his power off. Cut him right off in the dead of winter. He died. They found him dead. That hit the newspaper. Yeah, do you remember that story, Jan? Do you remember that? This happened probably about 12, maybe 13, 14, 15 years ago, maybe even. But I'm telling you, MB Power got drugged through the coals real hard for that one. They just shut this man off. He died. They found him dead. He froze to death. There you go. There's Jem, my witness, right there. I'm telling you, it's the truth. The whole province was up in arms. They were upset. People were very upset about that. And they had to agree to that they cannot just shut you off. Look, I don't think there's anybody, all right, in the Western world where we have to pay things like for services, for our phone service, for our power and our heat. There isn't one person that says, I can't wait to not pay my bills. We don't do it on purpose. I'm happiest when my bills are paid on time, and normally that's the way it's been for me. You know, since my husband died, I've done better financially. You know, I'm out his share of the money when he died. That's all gone. But it was never enough anyway. But now I have more freedom. I can do more readings. I can read whenever I want. I can do whatever I need to do to make ends meet. Always trying to stay within the law. Trying to keep my integrity straight. That's not hard. I'm that type of person. I've been this way my whole life. I can't do anything deliberately wrong and get away with it. Doesn't work with me. I always have to do everything right to the letter, right to the book, or I'm in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yes, the bill will get paid. And a lot of it's due to the mini readings and some private readings that come in as well when I do those. Private readings take a hell of a lot more out of me than this does, though. This takes out of me. When I shut the camera off, I'll be drained. I'll be exhausted. But not like with private readings. Private readings are hard. I feel it physically. My husband one night, he said to me, he said, I've seen you work really, really hard. He said, I've worked hard right along with you. And I've seen you get tired. I've seen you get exhausted. But I've never, on all the years we've been married, I have never seen anything do to you what the readings do to you. He'd say, you're sidewinding, going down the hall to the bedroom, and I'd be almost like I was drinking. I couldn't barely, hit you that hard. I know other readers as well have told me, people I've read for. I used to read. I used to have a channel. I used to do readings in my home. I had a little side career, and I had to stop. Why? I couldn't keep up with it. I was exhausted 24/7. I never broke. I never got a rest. Even if I rested, I had to rest before I could rest, kind of thing. And they gave it up. I said, I wish I had that option. I don't. I have to keep going. I have to keep going. That almost sounds like, because it's going in a circle, sounds like an internet problem, your connection. It sounds like your connection. What are you using? Are you using a phone? Are you using a desktop or a laptop, Laura? What are you using for a system, Laura? What are you using for a system, Laura? I got 10 minutes left. What are you using for a system, Laura? Are you on a laptop? Are you on a desktop? Are you on a phone? Are you on a tablet? Laura's lagging a little bit. She's just not getting what I'm saying. And I don't know what these power companies, they're wanting to raise every year. They want to raise every year. And they put it on our backs. You know, New Brunswick's not a place, well, we've got millionaires here. Yes, we've got wealthy people. The only way you're really comfortable living in New Brunswick is if you are wealthy. It's a rich man's province in that respect. So if you're making, you know, 200,000 and up a year, you're financially independent, whatever, you'll live quite comfortably here and you'll have the best of life. New Brunswick is a very natural place. Mother Nature from one end to the other. We have some unique things here. It is a slow-paced life. It's a great place to raise a family and this kind of a thing. It's a beautiful place to be. But we live we're salt of the earth people is the way to look at it. And NB Power tries to put everything on the backs of the little guy, and it's wrong. Well, the CEO, I don't even want to talk about them and the money that the raises that they give themselves. I have no problem with progress, and progress and profit are not dirty words. How you go about getting these things, if it's unethical, that's the problem. Okay, I'm going to put up the banner that readings are now closed for this evening. Shoot, I can't edit it. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Hello, Planet Janet. How are you? How are you? And just to throw in real quick, for those of you that are new, if you haven't joined Bay of Fundy Fortunes, please do. A warm welcome to you. It's not like Hotel California. You can leave anytime you like. If you subscribe, please check your little notification bell. Click that as well. It just kind of to ensure that you're getting notifications. Right at this moment, Bay of Fundy Fortunes is going through a transformation. I don't know what's going on in the background, but Diana's Orchids, who's a regular in these readings, she has been talking. She's got 2 people in Google. She's been talking to them. They're her people. All right. Tech support. They are monitoring the channel right now. Notifications not getting out was a glitch. They've just fixed that about 45 minutes ago. So things are going to start to improve. And now they're wondering why my subscriptions have continuously been getting rolled back. They're looking at that. They're monitoring this live stream as we talk. Were you here the whole time? You sneaky, sneaky person. Ha 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 ha. Good for you, though. Good for you. See, this isn't like other chats where you can see people coming in. You can see who comes in. Literally, you see the names come in. As soon as they come in, they pop up, and you see people leave. I don't see any of that. I don't see any of that. So we've had a roller coaster here. Been a roller coaster evening. Are you snacking? What are you snacking on? What do you got? What do you got, Janet? I love Janet. She's a good shit. Janet's kind of local too. She lives here in the province, and she's a good hour drive away from me in Quispamsis. A good hour. Celery and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. I love celery and I love cheese. Yes, it is. It's been another roller coaster, Jennifer, for sure. I put up the clothes. We are closed for readings now. We'll just chit chat a little bit before we wander away. It's been a crazy day. I did readings earlier today and readings again tonight, so it's been good. Loco. Yes. I made because I've been craving it, and maybe it's an anticipation for spring and summer. But I just come over me last night. I think I'll make up a little bowl of egg salad, and I bought some lettuce, just your iceberg, and I can rip off and just roll it up, and I'll snack on that. Eggs are really good for diabetics, really good because they're mostly protein, and we're encouraged to eat the yolk, by the way, because all the protein's found in the yolk. Anyways, so I said, wow, while I'm at it, so I put 3 eggs in the pot to boil, and I went, some potato salad might be good. Screw it. Another 5 or 6 eggs in there, got them all boiled up. So I made my mix for my filling for the egg salad sandwiches, but I made a big potato salad as well. So I sit down with a little bowl of it last night, and Bear comes around and he sits in front of me and he's watching me. And I said, what do you want? You wouldn't like this. It's potato salad. There's like mayonnaise and onions in it and whatnot. He's just looking fine. So take my fork. Yes, I did. I took my fork, put a little chunk on there, and held it down to him. And he's very good at taking food off a fork. He pulls it off. And it wasn't even 2 seconds and the head come back up again. And I look down, I lean forward, and I'm going, where did that go? You ate that? You want more? You can't want more of this. So I tried it again, and he couldn't wait to get it off. He loves potato salad. So when he sees that bowl coming out of the fridge, he's right behind me. I actually stepped on him earlier. I didn't know he was that close to me, and I had this stuff out on the counter, so I'm going to have a little bit. And I just went to turn, and I stepped on him because he's just so excited to get some potato salad. Were you thinking of it as well? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on, Janet, with me that way. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I am so sensitive. These cards overwhelm me. I mean, ask Jennifer, I had a complete meltdown here one night. This woman wanted to know. She said my grandfather died 6 years ago, and we were really, really close. And I loved him so much, and I miss him so badly every day. And she last year lost 2 of her dogs 6 months apart, so she's experiencing loss and grief. And I shuffled for her, and I told her, I said, I don't do dead people. I don't explore that into things, although I've been caught in it before. I don't go looking for it, so I can't promise you that anything will come out of that. But let's ask tarot to bring forth what we need to know. And when I turned the card over, I couldn't speak. It was the sun. And the prompt on that's pure happiness. I seen her grandfather. And everything I was doing, the motions, the actions, the physicality of what he was doing. She said, oh my God, that's just what he would do. He was just one of these really lively, happy-go-lucky. He was like, everything's great. That type. And she said, oh my God, that's what he would do. That's what he was like. He always did that with his hands. And I said, he wants you to keep playing. What does that mean? Do you play a musical instrument, or does he? He wants you to keep doing that, whatever that is. It's something to do with music, playing something. And she said he was something, and he was also a singer. He loved to sing. I was like, no way. And she was blown away by that. And then I got that old song I heard. Did you hear that? You were here for it. The song, let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. And she said, I don't know that song. I said, go YouTube it. And somebody else did, and they come back, they said, Natalie, it's sung by Bing Crosby, and it is on YouTube. Oh, and about an hour or so went by, and she comes back, and she said, oh my God, Natalie, that's the music my grandfather used to sing. Exactly. And I was just like the goosebumps, the tears were rolling because of joy, because of sweetness, because of happiness, the purity. And he was so happy to have some kind of a momentary connection with his granddaughter. And he was overcome with joy. And he said, I'm great. Everything's great here. Everything. And he was almost too brilliant to look at in my mind's eye, very bright, almost blinding. And I could just see this beautiful smile and his joy, colored and flushed with love. It was unbelievable. I cried and I cried. I had to leave the camera, go blow my nose a couple times. It was crazy. Let me call you sweetheart. So it was just, yes, that was you, Linda, that found it on YouTube. Yes, it was. Yep. And I could not hold that back or control it. I could not control it. I cried really hard later. I did. When I woke up in the morning, I had the puffy eyes from crying. And, I had to put like a cold cloth on them to get the swelling to come down. All from that one card. It's just crazy. I don't know what's wrong lately. Like I said, maybe it's a midlife thing. I have no idea. But I don't plan on crying. And I just get moved. I get touched. I feel something. I pick up on something. I'm done for. I'm gone. I'm done for. And somebody come into the chat that night and they said, whoa, wow, I've never seen Natalie cry before. I'm just like, stick around, you're going to see it all the time lately. So that was incredible. That was really incredible. It really was. It's one of those ones that you don't forget. It's one of the ones you remember. You just don't forget. I won't forget that, ever. I can still see him. I can still see her grandfather, still there as clear as a bell. It's beautiful. This is the beautiful thing about reading it. When you open yourself up to the universe and you say, I'm yours, use me. Use me as your tool. Speak through me. Talk through me. Feel through me. Let's get the message out there what people need to hear. But the downside of it all is it's not always good. Like tonight with Joanne, it's not always good. The card being pulled for her mother, Ten of Swords, and her mother having an aneurysm, her mother suffering from paralysis, she can't speak, horrible thing. But when we turn to Lilith, Lilith says she's going to be around for a while yet. She is going to improve through therapy, but she needs to be given inspiration. She needs to be given a good reason to want to hold on. Right now, she doesn't even want to be here. She doesn't want to be trapped in her body. She can't speak. She's pulling out her feeding tubes and whatnot. Not a good thing. Yeah. Oh, I've been releasing, and this isn't from crying. This is the cold I'm still getting over. So it's been wonderful. It's been great. I think it's our age. It's our age, Janet. Janet is a member of the group on Bay of Funny Fortunes on Facebook, and she's one of our top regular contributors. And I've only given pre-approval because everything's pre-approved in the group on Facebook. We're a closed and private group, and you're more than welcome to join us there as well. It's a beautiful group of people. Some people have described it as when I come in here, it feels like Zen. There's a nice energy, but everything needs to be approved. If you want to post something, it has to go under me first, and then I'll click approve or decline. It's got to fit within the essence of the group, right? And a lot of people will try to post all kinds of stuff. It's got nothing to do with tarot, nothing to do with the esoteric. And I click delete, delete, delete. Most of the people appreciate that. They say when they come in and they're looking for encouragement, They're looking for promise. They're looking for hope. They don't want to have to go down a list of looking at, things that aren't relative to the group at all. There's only one person I pre-approved, and they can come and go as they want and post whatever they want because they stay within the guidelines and I trust them. And that's Janet. Janet does not need pre-approval for anything. I just let Janet, I just did this about, I don't know, about a year or so ago. I said, you go right ahead. You always stick within the essence of the group. Everything that she posts is relatable to what we're all about. I love that. And she comes out with some really awesome things. And a lot of them are teaching things. I learn stuff in there every day. Usually when Janet posts, she'll post something that's educational as far as the esoteric goes. I just bite right into that. And I love it. I love it all. So, yeah. I think we feel more now, too. I think we're more in touch with our spirituality. We're more open. We're more accepting. We're more forgiving. We're less doubtful. We're more sure of ourselves. And we really have our fingers on the pulse of humanity. And that right there makes anybody really emotional. I believe that. I'm moved very, very easy. I cry at commercials. Now I never did before. I never did before. Yes, we all do. We all do. I'm so glad I came in to do this tonight, though, with Anne Sakura. I didn't know what she was talking about at first. You were here for that. And I was like, oh, there's her question. Well, Natalie. And I thought, oh, she must have a Natalie in her life. And the question was about me. And she put that in there. And that just made my whole night. And then the card that showed up, the wish card, I was just like, whoa. Kind of thing. So more of an understanding of life. You're right. Hi, Artsy Cat. Oh, you kind of did, because we kind of closed her down. We're just chit-chatting after the fact right now. But yeah, donations and everything are closed now for the night. We were here earlier today, too. This is our second round for today. That card was great. And not only that, what Diana's Orchids is doing for the channel tonight, that's another huge, huge bonus. She's doing what she can to help. Look, if they can crack whatever the problem is and get me back to normal, and like to see my sub numbers going back up again, would be absolutely fantastic. Just fantastic. Really and truly fantastic. And if they're fixing all these things, maybe the next mini readings that we do, or the next monthlies, we'll see this chat rolling pretty quick. It'll fill up. There should be, with the number of subscribers that I have right now, there should be a couple hundred people in here every time I turn this camera on, easily. Easily. Yes, you can do yes, you can do it. You can do it. The last 3 mini readings, you think it's just normal, we're going through, and all of a sudden something happens. They've been very, very strong impact. They've been very strong. I've been caught off guard. I felt the rug pulled from under my feet, you might say. So you get see the other side of me, whether that matters or not. But I get affected by people's readings very deeply sometimes, and that's what's been going on. Yeah. There's Diana. Listen, Diana, these are your people. These are your IT people. Tell them they have no idea how much I'm grateful for them looking into it. Thank you, thank you, thank you to them and to you. Deeply, deeply, deeply appreciated here. Deeply appreciated. Anything they can do. I know they can't put my numbers back where they should be, but if it just starts to improve from here on out, and the people that I see joining the channel, to see the numbers start to go up. I don't care if it's one at a time, but then I'll know it's all headed in the right direction. Right. I know the people that work for Google are very happy and they do very well. But I know a lot of it has to do with algorithms as well. I think you were here that night, Diana, when I was talking about that interview with it was on the 15th anniversary of YouTube. and about them joining and partnering with Google, and how this man had over 400 million views on his channel. He had 40 million subscribers. He put out 15 videos a week every week, and he started getting approached by people online the same way I've been. Oh my God, Bay of Funny Fortunes, where have you been? I've not seen you in about 6 or 7 months. I really miss your readings. And I'm going, what? What? I'm still doing readings like I was. Matter of fact, I'm online and more visible now than ever. And I'd say go back and check your subscriptions in your favorite list, whoever this channels you're subscribed to. And I bet you Bay of Funny Fortunes isn't on your list anymore. And probably a few more are gone as well. And that's what's been happening there. But this happened to this man. And he said he couldn't do it anymore. He was suffering from burnout. He was exhausted. He was making 6 figures. Get this. 6 figures a week. A week. And it got so bad at the end of it with the algorithms and what they were doing to his channel that he said he left. He said, I left, and what I did was I turned my attention to film, and that's what I do now. I do film. So it happens to the best, you know. Yeah. Algorithms have it, and I don't know how to get around. He said what he specialized in, I think it was advertising, but it was animated. He would do animated things for other companies. He said, and I couldn't get them to run any longer than 10 minutes. And I held that against him. The algorithms worked against him because of that. So he got out of it. But I don't know what to think because my readings are long. My monthly readings are long. They're not 10-minute stints. So I don't know why I'm being attacked by the algorithms. I have no idea. He did well, but so well, he said he just pulled out. He couldn't do. I can tell you, somebody was saying that they're going to be starting their own channel. They said, don't worry, Natalie, I don't have my channel up yet. You're safe, kind of thing. And what I said to them was, I would encourage you, but you need to be grounded and realistic about what you're getting into, okay? It can be really tough, and it can challenge you in a personal way. It can be exhausting. It take every bit of energy that you've got. You've got to be really, there are days I just go, oh my God, I don't want to do any readings today. Give me a break. And I go, but I have to. I have to. That's my calling. What else have I got to do at my day? And I'm thinking rest, sleep, just relax, watch some mindless television or a mindless movie and not have to use my brain. I need to recharge, kind of a thing. And these things happen, but you have to remember, because I'm a very private person. I know it sounds weird. And I even said it's weird that I'm a private person, as private as I am. And there I am splashing my mug all over the internet. The whole world sees me. You would not believe the places I've gotten private readings from. Army base, Iraq, Army base, Afghanistan, right there on the military base, getting a letter, unclassified, and all this stuff comes in on the same mail. And I'm almost having a heart attack. What the hell is this? It's somebody wanting a reading. More than one, too. They come back every now and again and go, I need another reading, you know. And there they are living right smack dab in the middle of a military base in a war-torn place, you know. So you never know. The people that I've met. I should write a book, is what I should do. I do like to dabble in writing a bit, and I should write a book on what this whole experience has been like. You know, so I make a lot of videos. Just the ones that are public online, I think I'm almost up to 1,700 videos that I've made. That's not counting all the privates. That's a whole different section altogether. So, yes, there'd be a lot of stories to tell. A lot of stories. It's a very colorful way to make a living. Well, you can't, like this guy with the channel on YouTube, when they were interviewing him, he said, you can't, we've seen YouTube as a way for people to make money, that can make a living. He said, and I learned towards the end of it, I can't make my living this way, not with the system messing with his subscribers. His numbers were falling back like mine are. People not getting notifications, having the channels removed, and this sort of a thing. He said, you can't count on an income based on that. He said it was too unstable for me, exhausted all the time, and all that work for nothing most of the time, and nobody seeing it, nobody getting it, and that's why he pulled out. So as a sideline, a little business sideline, it's perfect, right? So that's the way she goes. Yeah. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, though, Janet and Diana. Where am I going to find the time? Where am I going to find the time? Oh my goodness. Writing is a very solitary occupation. Extremely solitary. When I wrote, when I used to do a lot of writing when my husband was alive, and he would get so mad. And I'd go, "You're the one that started this with me." He's seen that I seem to have a gift for writing, and he was a writer. At one time, my husband was the youngest editor of a newspaper in New Brunswick. First time ever. And it was for the Gleaner in Fredericton, Woodstock. But his writing was different. He said, I'm a reporter. I'm a factual writer. He said, you're the other side of that. You pull at people's emotions. You've got that gift, and you have your own voice. You've got the voice. So he encouraged me, because I used to dabble a little bit, but never shared it. It was just to get a story off my chest. I would have to put it out there. But sometimes I had to lock myself in my bedroom and put up my little table on my bed and stick my legs under and sit there and just go off and leave me alone. He used to get mad at me. "You've been in there for 3 days. Are you ever going to come back out?" And I'd say, "You know what this is all about. Why are you writing me about it? This is what it's all about. I can't write if you're in the same room with me and talking to me and distracting me. You're breaking it on me. You're breaking it." So it is a very solitary it just is. It just is. It takes a lot of time and a lot of thought, and I would get angry. I'd be right on the edge of something that I wanted to say, and I'm trying to word it in my head, and then he would say something, and it would go right out the other side and be gone. I would be furious. It took me 4 hours to come up with that, and I still had it up here. I hadn't put it down yet, and it'd be gone. It would take me hours to get it back. So I mean, I am alone all the time, but the thing is, I mean, I've got a puppy here that I have to, you know, he's just like another family member, and I can't ignore him all the time. So I don't know where I'd find the time. But anyways, it's an idea to play with. It's an idea to play with. Really, Artsy Cat, really. Heavens, heavens, heavens. Is that how it works, Diana? 500 words a day, 200 days equals a book. That's interesting. I'll remember that. Janet. Oh my goodness. Who are my favorite authors? Let me see. And I've got them too. I'll be right back as I'm thinking on that. One moment. My favorite authors. Oh yes, I know one right off. Okay, there is a writer. She's retired now. And this is fictional writing. Her name is Rosamund Pilcher. She's either Scottish. She's Scottish, I think. Anyways, she sold a lot of books. Her son's a writer now. He's kind of like following in her tracks. I've not read his stuff. But there's one book in particular that I'd recommend to anyone. It's her easy read. Her reading is so grounded. She's articulate. You read that first page, the first couple of paragraphs, and you're pulled in by her wording, her voice. Winter Solstice is the name of the book I'm referring to, by Rosamund Pilcher. That's PHI. And one of the better pieces I said to Eric at the time, I said, I want to be able to write like her. I want to be able to write like her. Writing really funny, your own voice isn't complicated at all. It's the only time it gets complicated is when we throw complications in and we overthink things and maybe want to catch certain flair. Your best way to write is the way you speak to get someone's attention when you're speaking. That's what you got to do. You got to pull them in. You got to grab their interest right off. Who's another one? When I was really, really young, I was into Stephen King, another fictional writer. Don't have to say, but there's one book that has stuck with me on his. And I pray they make a movie of it, because if they do, it's going to be excellent. And it's called Duma-Key. Duma-Key is a little different. It's a little more, he's more involved with the characters. There's not so much blood, guts, and gore in Duma-Key. Duma-Key's beautifully written. Beautifully written. I'm trying to think who else now right off. Yeah, I don't keep journals, Janet. Isn't that funny? I don't keep them because I probably would burn all mine. All my real thoughts would be in there. Some people would not like what I'm saying, I don't think. I write short bits every now and again, little short stories as well. Things that move me, things that grab me, and I've got to get it out. That's when you know you got a bit of the writer's bug, is when you have to put it on paper no matter what. It's going to drive you crazy until you do. And then there's that sweet release at the end when it's finally done. I can't, isn't that funny? It's like, say, what's your favorite music, Natalie? What's your favorite song? And I'll go, I have music playing every day in my house. And I probably wouldn't be able to answer you right off. I'd have to stop and really think about it. I'm thinking. Farley Mowat was another writer. He wrote nonfiction. He was incredible. He had more stories about his life. Phenomenal stories. But Marley Mowat, yeah. Who else? Oh, as far as fictional stories, I like, what's his name? Usually has to do with lawyers and law offices and cases. He's really big. Big. What is his name? It's right there. I can't think of it. Is that right? Farley Mowat? Oh my gosh, what a small world. Ha 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 ha. Grisham, Diana, that's it. Yes, and John Grisham. Yes. I like his stuff. Boys, he's a good writer. Boy, oh boy, can he twist a tale. There's somebody else, too, that I really, really enjoy. And then you got America's Sweetheart, Nora Roberts, who I don't. I was never crazy about Nora Roberts. In my mind, she tried too hard, and she tried to use sex to sell her books. I was offended by that. I didn't like it. I'm not a prude by any means, believe me. There's a but coming. And the but is, Jenna, if you're always off in the background, you already know what I'm going to say. Hello, Lachey. Welcome. I know we're closed, but we're still here. We're talking about all kinds of things. I was just going to say yes. She has written. I haven't read every one of her books. The ones that I read, I gave up on her. I just didn't care for them, right? And then somebody gave me a box of books, and there was a set, a trilogy, 3 books. And I looked at the outside, the box it comes in. I said, what is this? I went, Nora Roberts. Psh, it's not for me. And then I got hard up for something to read. Are you heavily medicated? I'm sorry. Okay. I meant to thank you for, was it Wednesday evening as well? When you were, was it Wednesday or the other night? The last time that you were moderating. Thank you. I think I forgot to thank you about that. No, I haven't, Joni. No. Anyways, this set of trilogies by Nora Roberts, I think I've read them 6, 7 times now. And it's called The Cousins O'Dwyer, The Dark Witch of Mayo. And it's about these modern day witches that which have a battle with this modern day sorcerer who's very, very bad. He jumps between time. It's a story that spans, it starts like in the 1200s right up into modern day. Um, and they are the coolest people. It is just such an enjoy. And I'm like, Nora Roberts, why can't you write like this all the time? Yeah, she throws her sex in there. She's got her sex scenes. That's fine. But they're small. They're kept in their proper place. And the story itself, as it unwinds and unravels, is amazing. Is really, really, really good. This is like a Friday night hangout, isn't it? It truly is. So, but I'm in love with that series. The 3 books. Yeah, The Cousins O'Dwyer, The Dark Witch of Mayo. Very, 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 very good read. Very good read. It's just wonderful. As a matter of fact, I just finished them again 2 nights ago. And I'm already wanting to go back and grab book 1 again. So, magical realism. That sound. She wrote Practical Magic. Hold on, I write her name down. I'm writing her name down. Alice Hoffman. Okay. Author. There. All right. I got her name down. I'll look some stuff up on her. Was I was just gonna say something or right out of my head again. That's kind of like what the Dark Witch of Mayo is like. It's kind of magical realism, really. They're so cool in what they do. So cool. And you fall in love with these characters. You get to know them so well. So every time I go to do a reread, it's like revisiting old friends again. Is what it's like. Rosamund Pilcher, her Winter Solstice is like, it's like the same thing. It's like going back and you're visiting an old friend again. So, oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. I don't have time to really sit out in the yard or in a chair or and read. Reading is my sleeping pill. I don't have sleeping pills and I need help sleeping. I'll get all comfortable into bed. I'll get my heating pad under my back. I get snuggled in, grab my glasses off the night table, grab whatever book I'm in. I'll get like a page, maybe 2 in, and I'm done. Boom, gone. So that's when I do. That's when I do my reading. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look up some of her books, is what I'm going to have to do. Trying to think of anybody else. I just have come up, like you just draw this blank. Who else? I've been reading my whole life. Isn't that awful? I can't really think of anybody else at the moment. But I gotta recommend, if you like Stephen King, this is beyond his normal stuff. It's a lot tamer, but a lot more intense. It's a lot more real. You really fall for these characters. You get involved. Doohickey. The funny thing is, that book came in a box of books as well, and it's the big hardcover book. As we were moving into this house, oh, 10 years ago, as we were moving into this house, another friend of mine said, I've got a box of books, take them with you. I'm like, gee, thanks. Like, I need more stuff to move. Anyway, we get it here. Within the first week, I said, where's that box of books? We had all the big stuff, everything hanging on the walls, all the furniture, all the hard stuff is over. I said, I just want to relax and read. I got the box out. And there was, I didn't even know it was in there. There was the jacket cover, the whole bit, Doohickey. And what grabbed me was the picture on the front was painted by somebody, and it showed a pink sunset, and you could see the waves, the water, and a beach winding like this. And standing over here was this house, summer residence. And I looked at it. I I said to Eric, oh my God. I said, you know that box of books that Mike gave to us? Yeah. And we just moved here, right? Yeah. I said, what's this house look like on this jacket cupboard? He went, Jesus, that looks like this house. And the hair just stood because that's what it looked like. I was like, he said, and the beach is right. He said, oh my God. I said, I know. How weird is that? But it's a good book. And over the last 10 years, I have read it countless times. They probably will. Oh, you're on NyQuil. Does that work for you, Lachey? I have seen the movie The Witches of Eastwick. Yes, with Cher, Michelle Pfeiffer. Who is the other person? Who is the other person? Can't think of who it was. I've seen the movie a couple times with Jack Nicholson. So I almost don't want to go, but I know that I kind of have to. I have to go. It's been 3.5 hours now. Susan Sarandon. Thank you, Joni. That's it. That's it. Yes. Jack Nicholson. Oh, my God. I like Susan Sarandon as well. Cher, I can take or leave her. It depends. I liked her in Moonstruck. So I don't like the air that Cher always puts out there, that holier than thou way she can be, that attitude, the way she carries herself, as she's smarter and more clever and more beautiful than anybody else, kind of a thing. I bet you the books are always good. The books are always good. 3 is whose number? Yes, 3's okay. I get it. I get it. 3 does seem to be the number, doesn't it? It's a good number. It's a really, really strong, reverent number for sure. The books are always better than the movies. They truly, truly are. But I'd love to see a movie made out on Doom and Key. What a great, all the characters in that are just so delicious. They really, really are. You know, there's one character in there, and the main character, he calls this woman, she's an old lady, calls her the Bride of Godzilla. The first time he lays eyes on her, they're living in Florida Keys on Duma Island, and he rents a place there. He's been through hell and back. He goes there to get away. Anyway, the woman is stinking rich, and she lives at the other end, but they share this beach, and there's what do they call a boardwalk. And he kind of looks, and he sees something. You can see 2 people sitting out on this boardwalk under a table with an umbrella. And the woman is old. He can tell from the distance, and she is old, and she's in a wheelchair, and she's wearing this big hat that's too big for her. This all comes out later, the way she dresses, he finds out, and she wears blue high top sneakers. And she's sitting there with an automatic crossbow. It's not the kind that you just, it's kind, you know, it's like a gun, but it's a big, and that's her weapon. And she leaves that, and she's just hilarious. She's crazy. She's hilarious. And then her caregiver, as well, he is so memorable. You can feel these people. It's like they're really, truly real. It's just unbelievable. So, the 3-hour lives, yes. It's because that we didn't plan that out. It's just something that worked that way, and 3 hours is plenty, because you start getting really burned out and you start feeling your energy drain. So this has been a lovely chat tonight. Like Janet says, Friday night hangout. Oh, I'm aching to go to my own beach right down below here. I'm waiting for the snow to melt off where I can see the ground, because I don't want to slip and fall. There's nobody here but me. I could lay there for a long, long time before somebody would say, well, I wonder where Natalie's at. On her back on the ground for the last 3 days, you know. Nobody would see me. Nobody would know I was there. So I got to make sure that my walk down to the beach and back is safe. I can't wait to get there. That was crazy the other night, 4 hours. 4 hours it went into, and you stopped them soon enough, but we still had like 4 or 5 more people to go, and that carried us right up to the 4th hour. It was crazy. And if Jennifer hadn't said something, I would have just kept. She's like, you know, it's such and such a time, and you still got four people, 5 people left to do whatever it was. You think we should maybe close the readings for the night? In other words, we're not going to get out of here. And so we did. That was very busy that night. That was a busy, busy night. Absolutely, for sure. But it was a good night. This Diet 7-Up. I don't drink. I don't drink. Through the year, I can go for years and not even do this. But maybe this summer I might have a beer or two some evening. Particular kind of beer, and pace myself. I might do that if I'm in the mood, but I don't drink. I stopped drinking when I was started having babies. I stopped drinking altogether. So it's just Diet 7-Up. We do have to be mindful, but I'm really, really, really afraid. Really afraid of ending up on my ass down there or breaking a hip or something stupid like that. Like I say, I've got all the privacy. There's government turnarounds across the cove. Cars come down there, turn around. Sometimes they park, look out at the water. A lot of times they do that. But if I was like laying down on the sand, and they wouldn't see me. They wouldn't see me unless I stood up, and they'd see somebody moving. But for somebody to fall down there, slip on ice or snow, because as long as the ground's clear, I don't care what the temperature is. I can bundle up for it, and on a sunny day, take a nice walk, on the beach all year round, right? But it's few and far between. I'm not a traveler. No, at all. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good. Pull muscles, and you get to be our age. We're not old ladies yet, but we're mature. We do anything like pull a muscle, anything, it seems to just take forever to heal back into place. Just terrible. Wow. I'm the slowest shoveler on earth. I know better. I used to love it when I was younger. I really did. I'd wait till it get dark and then go out and shovel. That was fun. I really liked that an awful lot. Loved it. Not anymore so much. Now 3 shovels and I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of, yeah, yeah. I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open here, guys. I hate to break this up. I hate to break it up. I just like the whole, I don't know, you get those clear winter nights where it be cold, shoveling needed to be done, and you get out there by yourself and you be looking up and the stars would be out everywhere. That's what I really liked about it, those moments. Yeah, Jennifer's a little crazy when it comes to that stuff. She does half the neighborhood. But we're almost there, Janet. We're almost there. Spring's right around the corner. No, 96-year-old shouldn't be. That's right. It is private here. Like I say, it's a compound. There's 5 houses, and I'm the only one that lives here year round. So that's my beach. That's my beach. That's what I call it, my beach. We still might get one or maybe two more storms. It's not going to amount to anything. We basically have had an open winter. It's been I've only had to have my driveway in the front of my house plowed 3 times this year. That's amazing. That's amazing. And I'll tell you, the third time it got plowed, he didn't really need to do it. I think he was just trying to keep it neat. He didn't really have to. I've had no problems all winter long. I loved it. I've loved this winter. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. But it's coming. And February is more temperate. This is more with the temps we've been having this week. This is more seasonal. The temperatures are more seasonal for February. That's a good thing. We've got to give nature at least one good month. It's supposed to be this cold in February. It's supposed to be -20, -30 in February. And that's a good thing as far as Mother Nature goes, because it'll bode well for Mother Nature, because it's always been that way. It's supposed to be that way. So, yeah. Yes, Jennifer, that's a big thing with me. When I can open my doors and my windows. I've got to get to one of the stores and get a new screen for my door so I can leave it open to keep the bugs out. I went through them all. So I got to restock them. My bedroom, there's big steel inside door with a window. I have wicker blind that comes down, and then that's on the screen door. It's a very pretty screen door. And there's a kitty door in the bottom of it. I can't wait to get that sucker, because when I open that up, like I said, it stays open. All right. Every day, every night, until end of October, 1st November. When we start hitting 7 and 8 degrees overnight, that's when I start to close it. It gets a little cold, but the cat can come and go as he wants, as much as he wants. I've got the fresh air coming in. The night you've got loud surf, I lay in bed and I listen to that as well. I can't wait. I am hungry to have my bedroom door open. Like, I leave it like that even if I go somewhere. If I go to town or anything, you can't tell it's open from the outside, but it is. But I leave it for the cat. So, but those days are coming very, very soon. You're going to be opening yours this week. Where are you, Shay, again? I forget. I think you told me once before. Pennsylvania. There we go. I knew you weren't far. We got a lot of members from Pennsylvania. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe the people from Pennsylvania. Oh, did they already? Oh, geez, that's right. I remember that, Janet. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's funny, Jennifer. I'm a real fresh air freak. I really am. You know what bugs me though? I have friends that are not fresh air freaks, and they don't smoke. They drink, but they don't smoke. Um, and my door here, the front door is open. Until I go to bed at night, then I'll close it. Or if the raccoons are sniffing around, I'll close it when they're out there. Other than that, that door's open. But I got friends that come in, that come up the stairs and come in through the screen. How you doing? The first fucking thing they do is they shut the door. What are you shutting the door for? It's 80 degrees out there and there's a beautiful ocean breeze. I got mad a couple times with trying to hold it back. And I said, I'm sorry, but I have to have this door open. If you're cold, put a sweater on, or I'll give you a sweater. You know, these people are always cold. It's like they're allergic to fresh air. Drives me right up the wall. Geez, I hate that. God, you know. Makes me crazy. And then well, I've seen me say, okay, why don't we go sit out on the deck? And they're just like looking. If you're cold, you should have worn some clothes. They're usually half naked, little spaghetti straps, little tiny shorts like this. They're usually half naked. Why did you come out here right on the water, dressed half naked, knowing you were probably going to be chilly? You got clothes in your car, go put them on. I'll get you a blanket, but I'm not going to sit stifled in my house when it's a beautiful day outside. Out on the deck, let's go. If they don't like it, then that means it's a sweet short visit, doesn't it? And I can go back to having my door open. Yes, it does, Janet. You're right. Yes, Joni. Oh my God. I'm like when I get into somebody's car and they've got the AC, and they get in, they start it up, and then they push all the window. The first thing I do is put the window down. Next thing you know, the window's going back up. All the windows are going up, and the AC comes on. You know what I do? I put the window back down. Oh, if you do that, yeah, if I do that, I'm getting real fresh air, and it's not getting regenerated through a motor and a machine and everything else. I'd rather breathe that. The only time I want to see the windows up like that and the AC on, if it's 100 degrees outside, then knock yourself out. Because when you put the window down, it's only hot air coming in. That's a different thing. So, I don't know, we're all different. Yeah, that's right. And this is the Bay of Fundy. There's only like a difference in temperature from winter to summer of about, I think it's 5 degrees. You can go in there. It could be 90 degrees here. Go down there, go into the water if you make it, if you can stand it. And if you can, and you get in there, when you come out, if you're a white person, you're not white anymore. You're as red as a lobster. Isn't that right, Janet? Bay of Fundy, right? Blow my hair, a bug will come in. But you come out looking like a lobster. That's if you even can get in. The water year round in the Bay of Fundy is absolutely freezing, freezing, freezing cold all year round. And you will. You'll turn so red while you're in the water, you come out, you almost turn purple. Once you're numb, you get in, once you're numb, and you do go numb, and relatively quick, in a couple of minutes, you don't feel the cold at all. Um, and it can be quite nice because the water's so clean and it's quite enjoyable. But when you come out, you are purple. You're so red. It's unbelievable. Oh my God, look. Oh my goodness. Look, we used to go to MissPac all the time, and that's before LNG, right? It was gorgeous. I was having a great time in my life until I seen the movie Jaws. I said, never again will I go out past my waist. I won't. And I used to go, I was one of those ones that I would go to what was right up to here, and I just had fun swimming. Salt water, it's so easy to swim in. It was great. It come out looking like a lobster, but it was wonderful. And then I seen the movie Jaws, and that ruined it. Just ruined it. That's what I was saying. It only takes you go into that water. The hard part is getting in, and you really are better off just dunking yourself, submerging yourself, and coming up for air, and it'll take your breath away. You'll be, it's so cold. But I'm telling you, in less than 5 minutes, you go numb, and it feels great. You don't feel the cold anymore. You just don't feel it because you're numb. It's wonderful. Yeah, it used to be my favorite beach as well, but the last 2 times we were out there, I said, I can't even look at this out here anymore. Um, as a kid on my birthday, my parents would say, what do you want to do today for your birthday? I'd say, I want to go to MissPac. My mother'd say to my dad, you got the gas? Well, let's go. Pick a picnic and we'll go. And I lived to go to MissPac. I lived for it. I loved it so much. And now you get out there You almost have to wear a hat with a sideways visor on it to block out that damn LNG. They completely ruined. They ruined it. They really did. They ruined the whole view. They ruined it all. Yes, it does. You're right. I took my kids out there on foggy days. We went probably 5 times a week. When they were growing up, I'd pile them in the car and away we go on the foggy days. So you know why I liked it? There's nobody out there. Very few people out there in the fog. I'd get a blanket, bring a book, and have a cup of tea or coffee on the go and snack for the kids. They'd play on the swings in the playground. They'd make, sang, and I'd lay there, and it was the most relaxing thing. I didn't have to worry about them. Wow. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting, eh? Different parts of the world, what it's like. And then you've got the fall. You've got Cape Spencer out there with the lighthouse and the foghorn going off. I've got actual video of that. And I have two lighthouses that flank here on the cove. There's the Chance Harbor Wharf lighthouse, not lighthouse, but foghorn. I'm sorry. And then there's one down here, Dipper Harbor. They have a foghorn as well. And that goes off in the wintertime. Visibility goes down, you hear it going off as well. I want to sit here and yickety yak all night. You know what? We're coming up 4 hours. I've been sitting here and my hip's locking up on me. There it goes. I can't even move. We're going to have to say goodnight, guys. This was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Ah, you're lucky, Lachey. Wherever it is your adventures take you, I'm sure it's going to be someplace beautiful. You'll be able to soak up the rays, the sun, the warmth. I'm going to say goodnight, everybody. Everybody say goodnight, everybody. Thank you very much, Janet. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This was just real. It was a lot of fun. People don't know what they're missing. Thank you, Diana, for everything. And thank you, Anne Sarkoa, as well, if she's still here. Thank you very much, Donna. It'll be interesting to see how things unfold later. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Keep the peace in so you can share your love and light out with the rest of the world. You know the spiel. Goodbye, everybody.